Suckers are fitted. Who buttered them up? They think they fly enough to flutter with us. Once the shutters is shut, no entrance. Got them in struts so intense they left befuddled and stuck. Your bubble get bust while I double my ups. I tell them huddle and hush or get crumbled and crushed. They turn to rubble and from rubble they turn to dust. Wasn't it what? They nothing but fluff. They fronts will get scuffed for frontin' and such.
Yo, this that feel good music. Yo, this that real good music. Yo, this that feel good music. Yo, this that real good music.
Yo, I love that feel-good music. It's still good music. That type of music that put a smile on your grill type music. This good music. That's something you can feel type music. If you blessed with talent, it's a sin not to use it. This thing called music. So many misuse it and confuse it, bitch. It's some real live music. Got shorty on the phone like that's some real good music. That's something you can set the mood with music. Choose that real music, cause if it feels good, then that's some real good music. Pop the party off, jump your shorty off. So many badass shorties in the club, you wanna drop your shorty off. Your excuses, she messing up my vibe, can't you hear it? But that's some real good music.
Feel good music. Yo, this that real good music. Yo, this that feel good music. Yo, this that real good music. Yo, this that feel good music. Yo, this that real good music. Yo, this that feel good music. Yo, this that real good music.
This that feel good music. If it feel good, use it. I told him it's golden. What I'm holding, don't confuse it with that old and molten flow with no sting. It's my music, so sing. Cause you open off the potent whole thing, the movement. I told him that it's dangerous, that of the fire's luminance. I'm here for your amazement, you're here for my amusement. The home is where the heart is and the truth is where the music is. Do it, Miss Rusa, it's displayed in my music. Arrangements for students, engaging in prudence. Play them this music, they move to the groove quick. Cause when I'm speaking these lyrics, yo, I speak to your spirit. You catch the deepest of feelings, chill in your spine. Something that's real for your mind. Dealing designs like a card game. The realest of all time in God's name. God's name.
Yo, this that feel good music. Yo, this that real good music. Yo, this that feel good music. Yo, this that real good music. Yo, this that feel good music. Yo, this that real good music. Yo, this that feel good music. Yo, this that real good music. Yo, this that feel good music. Yo, this that real good music. Yo, this that feel good music. Yo, this that real good music.
Suckers are fitted. Who buttered them up? They think they fly enough to flutter with us. Once the shutters is shut, no entrance. Got them in struts so intense they left befuddled and stuck. Your bubble get bust while I double my ups. I tell them huddle and hush or get crumbled and crushed. They turn to rubble and from rubble they turn to dust. Wasn't it what? They nothing but fluff. They fronts will get scuffed for frontin' and such.
Don't know the lions then, yo, since we was children. So, yo, you know we have the power now. We have to do it every hour now. Shut up us in our pussy face, cause we never care and we never wait. No time, cause we have the thing there on the ways. Right? Shut up us in our pussy face.
Grappling hooks, smack them, they shook. Then back to the books, shapes scribbling, papes getting in, straight dividends. That's how I'm living, man. That broke shit for dead branches. They want us hopeless, heads filled with cancer. I rewrote what hope is. The focus is a new anthem. Songs hit like ballads, make a long hit like a chalice. Coconut shell, roasting up hell like corn on the cob. This how I perform on the job. Recorders got them calling on guard. I'm getting even, but they calling it odd. I'm calling them card, they so salty. All I'm doing is getting a couple flows off me. They soaking, they walk away slow and softly. The Sultan, they say I'm too broad and bulky. The Vulcan, yeah, I live long and comfy. My whole company, come see. Suckers out for dead. We come for take off them blasted head. Suckers out for dead. We come for take off them brass clad head. Run it. Suckers out for dead. We come for take off them bomber clad head. Run it. Suckers out for dead. We come for take off them blasted head. Chastise. Merge marginal, field marshal, margin the butter, disregarding the clutter, jog around the jargon, cut them up and jar them, hit them with their jaw bend, beg no pardon, they beg for jaw when I claw them, the sergeants, slaughtering, largents, ordering, my conscience, ordering, or more than that, of mortal men, distorted hymns, slaughter them like a sort of sin, throwing seeds around like some sort of wind, keep fighting, you're sure to win. Yo, you don't know the lions then, yo, since we was children, so yo, you know we have the power now. We have to do it every hour now. Shut up us in our pussy face, cause we never care and we never waste no time, cause we have the thing there on the ways. Yeah. Shut up us in our pussy face.
Could you possibly rewind and come again?
They took all that part for themselves. And so, yeah. I just was at the school yesterday at a behavioral school.
Can you just go sit and check that microphone?
This is the one you said was doing? So I was at a behavioral school, and they're talking about this one. Bring it into me. And they were talking about, they were having fights yesterday. You know, summertime on the way. So the kids are all bugging. They know class is about to end. You know, spring and summer, their brain is already keying into changing season. And I get up to the school yesterday, and they're like, yo, this is going to be, you know, they're going to fight today. The kids keep wanting to fight. They want to do the blacks versus the Mexicans.
What?
And I'm
so
like,
they already knew that this was going to happen?
yo, man, this shit is all socially engineered.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, all this stuff is engineered, you know?
Right.
Because how are they're too young to know that level of gang life is a lot of, what we call sober genuflection, or a lot of self-reflective techniques. So I have a bunch of kids, right? And let's say all of a sudden he comes in with this dog. So it's like a group of kids. He comes in with the dog, and you like, oh, that old mangy dog. That dog can't fight.
That's her favorite thing to say.
What? That's what. So then I'll stop in the moment. I'll stop the kids, and I'll be like, hold on. That's good. I'm glad you said that. I said, because I need you to be honest, because I need to understand what you think. Because once I understand what you think, then I can address it, and we can talk about how do we modify that.
Down.
And then I'll give other students the opportunity to now talk. You like his dog?
No, she's a hater of the dog.
Oh, you don't like the dog?
She's a hater of my dog.
Oh,
like,
this is a German Shepherd, though?
No, this is a Belgian Malinois.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those are real intelligent animals.
Right, and I'm trying to explain to her that a part of his training is bonding.
Okay.
So I got to bring him like every
Yeah. It's a pack animal. That's the way they operate. Yeah.
So she don't understand that he has to be with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But it's okay.
Yeah, I have a god sister that had a Belgian Malinois.
I told her if she keep behaving like that, he's gonna get older and bite her. Cause
right, because the dog will still be here.
He's gonna remember.
Well,
he's gonna remember you.
Yeah, he's still, he's smelling. That's his strongest.
He's gonna remember your hate
scent
for
to
him.
smell.
So you need to treat him nicely.
Care about that.
Okay.
My thing is, why is he here? Her.
I just told you.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Okay, so he's a Belgian Malinois, right?
Oh my God, you just love to say that.
And
that's like
he's a Belgian Malinois.
And he's
I can say Malinois.
He's a very intelligent pack dog, and a part of his training is bonding. And
oh my God! So you don't never go home to bond with your dog?
No, he's bonding with me 24/8.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
there are
look at that.
7.
We sleep together and everything.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, because you
like
single
on
now.
on the ground in the room with
I
you.
just realized. So this is an emotional support
I'm
animal.
like white people with my dog.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you said it, not me. That's interesting. Yeah, that part. He said he sleep with it in the bed.
Yeah.
That's.
He's white.
That's what he's.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's a good boy.
That's.
Oh
hilarious.
shoot, we're on. Oh my God, that is so wrong. It's some things I just wouldn't say.
Peter, listen to you. That's good.
I said.
So we're here with our wonderful emotional support dog.
He is actually going to be my service dog.
He already is, whether you know it or not. He's already doing his job.
Yep.
And I'm happy he could be there for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe that could be a
service.
I'm happy
that you changed your tone about my dog.
Oh, yeah, because we're on. I just...
That was a great spin. That was a great pivot.
Hey.
Yeah, good morning. Happy hump day.
That is your every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. I'm wishing on a star.
Jeez.
Happy Wednesday.
We're going to find Yaya Love eventually.
Yeah. And while I'm looking for love, I'm using this Lavender Love made by Zeresh. It's a sugar scrub, and it'll get your body feeling so smooth and supple. It does make a mess. So when you use it in the shower, because there's a lot of herbs and big sugar crystals and whatever else is in here that makes you smell so yummy. We have this at Yaya's Natural Hair Boutique on Sylvan Road at 2004. Okay. And this scent is Lavender Love.
So the scrub, what a scrub? You said
but we have a lot of other scents as well.
You said the scrub what, your feet?
It scrub your whole body.
Okay. It's like sugar?
I wouldn't do my face though.
Is it sugar scrub?
It's a sugar scrub, yes.
Okay. Is it the white man sugar?
Not the white man sugar.
Okay.
That way, I don't think there would stay.
So this is what, turbinado?
Probably. I think it is actually.
Foy.
Sit. Funny.
Oh, yeah, I'm just smacking like my bad.
Okay, so that's dope. You got the body scrub.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use that in your shop?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is it like part of
I just got in trouble.
a spa or something?
Oh,
Yeah, I felt like he was just in school.
Right, me too. See, I thought he was gonna just put his hand out, like.
Mr. Damien, do not play that shit, all right?
You're distracting.
You hear me? Yeah, you know that already. You're going to have to be in
gosh.
detention.
Did you introduce our guest? We have a guest today.
Okay.
Did you want to talk about yourself first?
About myself?
Yeah. You do anything special yesterday or when you left us? When you left us Monday? When you left
Tuesday.
us?
I didn't really do anything particular. I just did some laundry and been training this little fella. That's about it.
Wow, you have a very privileged life.
Oh, I did some work too. If that cost me anything. It's been a slow week actually, so.
Yeah, it has been a slow week for me too.
Yeah, I definitely did some work, but I don't even, work is just an everyday thing. So that's not really nothing. Foy. Off.
See what I'm saying?
Off.
What language is this?
This is Dutch. Off.
He speaks Dutch.
Yes. Off.
You speak Dutch?
No. Off.
You're learning Dutch for the dog.
Yes. So this way, when he seeks the
I'm
dog
quite
on
impressed.
somebody, they can't tell the dog stop and it listen to them.
Exactly.
So I have a Shih Tzu. Should I be learning Chinese?
And I'm going to teach him commands in other, like I'm going to teach him, I haven't figured out what I'm going to teach him, like what's going to be the subject, but I'm going to teach him commands that nobody knows, like you can't even speak Dutch to him. Like it might be like chair, and that might be you can sit or something like that, or you feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to give him those type of commands as well, so nobody can be able to tell him no type of command.
Wow, that's quite advanced.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this something that you do? Is this a passion?
No,
training dogs?
this is my first time training a dog.
Okay.
This is our first run. We're doing this together.
You owned dogs before?
Yes, but I've never trained any.
Okay.
I mean, not like I'm training him.
Yeah.
The only training I probably pay for is bite training.
Okay.
Because if
what's
not,
that with the people with a big suit?
Yeah.
They be running up, the dog run up on them and stuff.
Yeah. If not, he'll just bite anybody. And I don't want him out here biting people. Foy. See, right now he's just, if you put your hand anywhere near his face, he's gonna try to bite your hand, and you don't want to have him do that.
That's because he's teething.
Foy.
So, you want to introduce your guest? Is he not on camera? He is on camera. So, hi, who are you?
Wow.
Dang. Welcome to the show.
Okay. Never met before. First time out the gate.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, peace everybody. I love you. So my name is Ifa Kolade. I'm a Babalawo. I used to live in Atlanta years ago. Part of the Mighty Lions Den crew, so people might have known me back then as, Brain. B-R-A-N-E. A lot of times people would spell it or pronounce it with an S, but it's not with an S. It's just B-R-A-N-E. Okay. 20 years later, correction. To everybody. Yeah, and so I'm here.
I never knew that.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't. Yeah, and it's funny. And I was like, because there's that whole term for fellatio, where it's being somebody is, giving brains. And I'd be like, why do people keep using that? That is not what it is. It's not my name. Like, it's,
right. My name is just Brice.
Yeah.
No Z, no
yeah,
S.
no, nothing extra. And I was like, oh, man.
But it's also not even like brain.
Right. Yeah, it's B-R-A-N-E. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Vowel, consonant, vowel. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a very long time to get to know someone.
Yes.
Like a very long time.
Yeah.
You'll never know someone for real. But
right, 100,
it's just crazy. Like, literally decades.
Yeah.
I don't think you never fully know no one.
How could you?
Yeah, you can never fully know anyone.
Yeah.
But
Actually,
you're
not
fragments of yourself, depending on who you're dealing with.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You can never fully know anyone.
Yeah.
Like,
And some people are able to be themselves in across settings and be the same person, and then you get people who have characters. Representative is a term
That's
people
me.
talk about.
I'm a representative.
You have representatives.
Yeah, I'm representing something right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, but I think I love people that can be the same person across the board.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm like this.
I feel like I'm an authentic me, right? But the authentic me, you can get different versions of me, and also people might perceive me differently. So the way that you take it might be differently than the way that brains take it.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you feel what I'm saying?
I think too, with what you do, I think that's also part of why you give a personality, or you give a representative.
Yeah.
If you're on television, if you're in movies, if you're on radio, if you're doing that, there's an aspect of yourself that you purposely push to the front, you know. Whereas in my line of work, it's imperative that I'm the same all the way across, in no matter where I am and no matter what setting, you know, because of what I do, you know, in my career and in my life. So
what is it that you do?
Yeah, I'm a babalawo.
Okay.
So I'm a diviner.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm also a life coach. You know, I'm a counselor. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a executive director. I own. Well, I don't really own nonprofits, right? But I founded 2 nonprofits. So Obakai Temple is founded in Las Vegas, but I'd been working as a babalawo from when I lived in Atlanta many years ago. And then I founded Obakai Yoruba Arts and Culture, an NGO in Nigeria as well. So Obakai Temple is the temple for people that want divination. They want to do hand of Ifa ceremony. They want to do fully Ifa initiations. I do the spiritual pilgrimage tours. So I bring people to Nigeria and bring them to the sacred sites, you know, the same way like how we have the Oshun River in that southwestern part of Nigeria, which would be similar to the Ganges for East Indians. It's a place where people go, they'll pray, they'll bathe, right? They'll ask for things. They'll, you know, go in the water to wash away negativity off of them, all kinds of stuff. And so I bring people to places like that, different places that are relevant for those that are into Ifa primarily, a lot of the time. So.
Okay. That's dope. So, what would you say bring you into the path of Ifa?
Great question.
That is a good question.
Yeah. What brought me into the path? I have to say it all the time. It was destiny. It's my destiny. I was sent from heaven. I was given the charter by Olodumare, by Obatala, by Orumila, by the ancestors in the Irumule. I was sent and said, I was told, you go to Earth and you help the Earth to become more cool. It's your job. You go and help the Earth to become more balanced. Not to eradicate evil or anything like that, because that's not possible. And the world is a duality. We need both. But I'm just here to help people to straighten their path out. Those that want to have a smoother destiny. Those that want to be able to actualize their destiny to a higher and a better degree. And even themselves, you know. A lot of the work that I do, again, deals with self-reflection and introspection. You know, I help people to build a resilience to the experiences of the world. So one thing that they might have thought was so terrible, I help people through Ifa to understand, no, you know, there's good inside of bad, there's bad inside of good. You know, we need the contrast and comparison. If we don't have a certain kind of negative experience, how do we know when we're having a good experience? Vice versa, these kinds of things. So it was honestly my Ori and my ancestors. They're the ones too. And the reason I say that is because I always had an affinity, even from when I was small, to sort of gravitate to certain things. And righteousness, spirituality, these kinds of things always interested me. So when back in the day, like when I lived here, I was into Rastafari. I had the long locks. You know, I still recognize that there's wisdom in it. I looked into the Bhagavad Gita. I looked into Buddhism, Hinduism. I actually took my Shahada over here at Imam Jamil Al-Amin's mosque way back in like 2000. You know, like I went through these things because that stuff just always made sense to me, and it probably more than likely because I was looking to say, how do I build resilience to whatever I've experienced? You know, how do I understand? You know, part of perseverance perspective. So how do I gain the perspective that instead of stuff crushing me and turning me into a puddle of sadness or upset or anger, how do I see these experiences to where I can grow from them, you know? So, yeah.
Okay. That's dope. So, okay, so I guess for like in Atlanta, the EFI community is, I would say, rather large, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people, even a lot of people that I guess is trying to find their way in EFI, don't understand EFI to the fullness, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can you give us, like, you know, in layman's terms, EFI?
Ifa, literally, Ifa, right? Because Yoruba is a tonal language.
Mm-hmm.
So Ifa, uptone on the A, means the voice of God.
Okay.
Ifa, on a downtone on the A, means free gift or some sort of unexpected blessing. So Ifa literally means the voice of God.
Okay.
Me as the Babalawo, as a diviner, in that capacity, what I do is our ancestors learned how to build time machines. And so the Opwele, which is the divining chain, the Yakini, which is the sacred palm seeds that we use for divination, are actually ancient modern time machines that through mathematical equation is able to, based on what you say, like this microphone, as that condenser vibrates, as you speak into that instrument, it hears that vibration, and then it will pluck out of the infinitude of possibilities exactly what you're asking about, and it will tell you about it.
Okay.
I don't know if that was layman enough.
Nah.
It wasn't? Okay. So Ifa is about divination in general. Ifa is about is a system that allows you to reform your life.
Mm-hmm.
More information, better choices.
Okay. Yeah, that's so with the information. So with what information that you have, you'll make better choices in life. Basically, that's
Ben,
what
yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's dope. Okay.
What is that? The whole if you know better, you do better.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, that's what it's doing.
Okay. So EFI is just not about elite Ks or
Man, my G. I wish, that is the least. That is the least
sacrifice. I think a lot of people thinking about things like, these are the things that these are the things that
tell me, so I can, because we can dispel,
right.
we can debunk,
yeah.
We can debunk the myth.
All right, so I think a lot of things that when people think about EFI, they think about voodoo, they think about sacrifice, they think about like you said, putting people in the pot, or doing quote unquote spiritual work to hurt somebody, or maybe get at a lover or something like that, or you know what I'm saying? They thinking that they can come to a Babalawo and say, hey, such and such wronged me. Can you do this, or can you do that?
All right, so we're gonna start at the beginning, the Eleke part. Eleke is
Foy.
Ide, right? I have on Eleke. I have on Ide. The Eleke is the necklace. The Ide is the bracelet.
Okay.
These are some very specific tools, kind of, right?
Okay.
Or identifying markers. What this says is, when you wear this, it says that you have undergone a particular rite, or peace, brother, particular ceremony to put yourself into a particular alignment particularly with this brown and green color. This is the color for Rumila. This is the one where it's like, yo, these are the people that feed death. And when they're talking about feeding death, what they're really meaning is literally that. When we do make the offerings, now sort of tying in the offering part, when we do make offerings, let's say because people are thinking about, more than likely, even though you didn't say, maybe the offering of animals, right? So, but here's my thing about offering animals. How come nobody is protesting the Kroger grocery store? They got a whole meat section.
Right.
You know, they got people in the back with bandsaws cutting meat fresh.
Because I think the concept is that they're thinking that you guys are just, I don't know, drinking the blood. Or I have no idea.
So
you feel what I'm saying?
So the wild part is the elekes. They're beads. They're just beads, man. I could string together some black eyed peas and sprinkle some pigeon blood on it if somebody thinks that that's going to do something. That's not the way it works. When people are doing divination, well, first let's even before that.
Are the elekes, are the elekes form of protection in some
yeah, for those that have done the rites.
Okay.
So for me, let's say I did my hand of Ifa, right, which is a ceremony that takes 3 days. After that ceremony, I am now presented with a shrine. Now, when I get to the point of being presented with a shrine, what I did during those 3 days is what gives me the ability to own this shrine. And then I get these beads to signify that I went through the ceremony to own that shrine. The protection comes from the ceremony that put me in alignment with that shrine, with more information you do better with more you know, right? That's where the protection comes from. Ifa says, if you know you can't swim, don't be like, Ifa, protect me. I'm going to go jump off the cruise ship into the middle of the ocean. You will drown. Right. If that dog is big and somebody says, oh, Ifa, protect me, but your dog is trained to bite somebody that jumps over your fence, Ifa is not protecting that person from that. Right. That's not how this works. You know what I mean? So they are a form of protection for those that are basically initiated. Now, there are some rare instances where it might come out during the course of divination or reading, where somebody might be told, depending on what's going on in this person's life right now, they need to wear this to vibrate and sort of give this aura around them to keep away negativity from them. But that's not on average. That's not normally how it'll go. Gotcha. Yeah. Your protection comes from a few things. Your protection comes from doing your divination, doing your ebo, and following the advice. When people talk about sacrifice, I said, do you know how long it takes to bleed a goat or a cow or a chicken? It takes a minute, 2 minutes maybe. The more difficult things to kill, quote unquote, or to sacrifice are self-deprecating attitudes. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough or handsome enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not smart enough or wise enough. I have to keep up. I don't have the latest fashion. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't have the new video game. Those are the things that are harder to kill. Those are the things that you really need to sacrifice, right? Is the things that kill your soul, that destroy you, that slow you down. Those are the things that are more difficult for people to get rid of. Like I said, it takes 2 minutes for a bird. But how many days in a row will somebody have to override and look in the mirror and say, I am enough. I'm perfectly imperfect. I'm such and such. How many days will they have to sacrifice the thought of not being that before it becomes a habit? See what I'm saying?
That's dope. So, okay, I feel it. But for the people that do wonder, is there animal sacrifices involved in it?
Yeah.
What is that about?
What is that about? So, okay, because I'm gonna reel it back to on that. Everything is a sacrifice.
Okay.
He is good.
When you bathe, you sacrifice.
The dirt.
You have to kill, right? But not just the dirt, but the microorganisms that are alive that want to live just as much as you do, which is why your underarms smell, because they're eating stuff. They're, you know what I mean? They're breaking down. They're making a byproduct, these gases and stuff that now we're able to know about, right? So they want to live, and we kill them every day. Hopefully, right? Right? We brush our teeth. The stuff that wants to eat our enamel and all of that. We brush our teeth once, twice, 3 times a day. We killing them every day because we have to have a certain level of existence. So similarly, when you get to the point of using animals, but honestly, that's, like I said, the flash in the pan stuff. You know, that's the glitzy part of it, because we use a variety of materials for sacrifice or ebo. It might be money, it might be cloth, it might be foodstuffs, it might be your time. That's a big one. You might have to go out and do certain things where you might have to feed children or feed twins or do parties for people. You know what I mean? So the point of the sacrifice, right, to sort of not let them become fixated on animals, the point of the sacrifice is I need to exchange something. I need to trade in a bad experience for a good one. So what I will do is, as order and chaos coexist, if chaos starts to tumble towards me, I'm going to turn around now and I'm going to give it something to do other than think about me. So let's say in the case of maybe death or iku is seen to be around a person, we might have to use a rooster. We might have to use a goat, right? And all of these animals have different spiritual significance. So pigeons and pigs represent wealth. Rams, roosters can be used, specifically the ram, if you want to become the president or the mayor of Atlanta, right? You might use ram. Yeah. Ram is a certain type of animal. It's a certain type of noble, strong animal that, oh, look, you see, so you're a natural born. You know, if you want to offer to your ancestors, you might use ram or rooster. Rooster's also good as a fighting animal. You know what I mean? They have fighting cocks. So we might use rooster if people are trying to attack us. Now, here's the thing about that when you say like getting back at a lover or those kinds of things. The difference with Ifa doesn't allow us to like curse people and all that kind of stuff. That's not Ifa. When you said people comparing it with Voodoo is a cousin, but it's a different set of folks. But it is a cousin. Voodoo, a lot of the time, from what I understand, because I'm not a Voodoo priest, more so deal with the ancestral veneration side, and they're big into pharmacology, right?
So when you say ancestral
veneration
side, what do you mean by that?
Remembering our ancestors. I'll give you a great example. Ladies and men, you ever go to the Asian nail shop? You ever see the little gold Buddha with the tangerines and the incense on it? That's what they're doing.
But isn't Ifa similar to? Doesn't Ifa remember our ancestors or?
Yes. Yeah. We deal with ancestral veneration also.
Okay.
Which is remembering them and continuing the interaction. Just because they don't have a physical body doesn't mean that they're not around.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know, they just switch frequencies on us, right? So when we're in a physical body, everything is moving very slow. That's why we're able to see it. It's sort of like a fan, and all of a sudden you can see all the blades, and then when the fan spins really quick, it looks like one thing, but really it's 5 individual panels. You know what I mean? That's the differences in frequency. So when we're in the human body, we're in one frequency. When we transition, we're in another frequency. We understand that. We understand that we're multidimensional. So we continue to keep the contact. You know, this is why a lot of these other cultures win over us so much, as far as being African Americans, whatever, New Africans, whatever we want to call ourselves, black people. This is why a lot of them win, because they're always remembering those people. They're always keeping them in their family loop. So they're always garnering support from this other frequency to affect this frequency. It's us that's like, oh, nah, you know, once we do, and I'm not bashing anybody, and they'll be like, oh, once we, you know, it's Jesus is the only thing, and that's that and that third. When you die, and it's that and the third. That's not the way our ancestors thought about it. A lot of that was a given experience.
I think that a lot of black people practice different Ifa guess, traditions without knowing it. I.e., pouring out liquor for the dead homies, or
Yes,
you feel what I'm saying?
we remember all of that. Yeah.
So it's and we don't, like I said, we're doing it without acknowledging,
without remembering.
Yeah, we don't.
Consciously.
Conscious remember. It's something that's in our head from our ancestors that we don't, that we're doing.
It's in our DNA, it's in our
right?
skin, it's in our blood, our bone.
Right.
Yeah.
So even calling out your dead homie. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of that. So like that's all a part of EFI that black people practice without knowing it. Even some of the superstitions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's in us.
This is it. It is us.
You
Yes,
feel what I'm saying?
it is us.
In my opinion, I don't practice EFI me particularly.
Right. And I want to say something when we say about EFI being in us. Understand that if you start to really study Africa as a continent, if you study a lot of the Western African countries, right? Because Africa is a continent, it is not. It's not a country, right? So you will notice that there's going to be these similarities. There's going to be this silver lining through all of them. Regardless of where they're more than likely always going to venerate their ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
They're more than likely always going to have an understanding of the Creator. In general, we're not atheists. We've picked that up along the way. We've been having, certain experiences that may disparage us to life or whatever, and say, God can't exist if we experience slavery, or if we experience segregation, or if we experience, disparities in the workplace or police violence, But that's not really a concept for us. We understand that we are about the solution, and Ifa is about the solution. That's really, I think, to be succinct to what you asked me earlier. Ifa is about really just finding solutions.
Oh, I know somebody that needs a solution.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Now,
do you
I don't know if I should even put that out there.
Do you think he needs E5?
Hey, you know what? Yeah.
Can Alec Baldwin practice?
Can
anybody
he can.
Yeah.
If he wants to.
Because you gotta remember.
Ancestors.
Yeah.
He need to make some sacrifice. Oh, he done made a sacrifice.
Hey,
yo, it's wild, right? You shouldn't have handed that burn over and be like, go for it.
Yeah, but
how does that even happen with the live round in these?
Yeah,
prop guns?
that's
that
really
was Bruce Lee's son. Same deal. Live rounds in a prop gun.
Yeah, Bruce Lee's son went through the same thing.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and got shot up doing the Crow movie.
So he died.
Yeah, he died. That was his only son. He has a daughter, but that was his only son.
Then we could have had a Bruce Lee Jr.
We got Michael Jai White. Okay.
There we go. That is hilarious.
Is he
Bruce Negro?
I have no idea.
So speaking of, because you said earlier mayors and you can become a mayor or president through a certain initiation or whatever, right? Is it any known celebs or
yeah, I think there's a bunch of them out
politics
there.
Yeah, he's trying to,
that's practice EFI?
They recruit.
There are. I don't know if I
know Future said something like around these beads, whole lot of beads, shit getting spiritual.
Wait, what? What do you say?
Future said a whole lot of beads, shit getting spiritual.
A whole lot of beads is a whole lot of beads. Being spiritual is shifting your mindset.
Yeah,
it's two different things.
I mean, I'm just saying. I know that a lot of people related that to
a whole lot of beads. A whole lot of beads.
Yeah, and I could see why. But
I don't know if you guys know Ogunlade.
I don't. I might, but I might.
Okay.
I'm a bit of an Ifa hermit, right? I sort of just know who I know, and if my way opens up to where I'm shaking hands with this person, or I'm working in a ceremony with this person, or I'm doing a conference or on a panel with the person, that's more so. I don't really seek out too much in that realm, and I think that's probably being in the desert probably fostered that more, where I have to be sort of self-reliant, not totally so obviously because I have my Ori and I have the ancestors and Olodumare and the Creator. But yeah, I'm sort of in that space. But you're gonna say something about him?
No, I was just saying that Ogunlade, I rumored because I don't know for sure, but I don't know the guy or these other guys. But they're saying that guys like Big Bang and Future and a couple other major artists here in Atlanta is EFI. And, was initiated through Ogula Day.
So that's interesting because I noticed I've heard that. I've been walking through the airport sometimes. They'd be like, "Hey, you Ifa? You Ifa?" You know, and it's interesting. I dig it.
Right, it's Ifa game. Let's
Yeah,
go and clear
no,
that.
yeah.
That as well.
And it's not. So what ends up
But
happening
they be
is
gang.
and that
Come on
and that
now.
right there is that runs counterculture to Ifa. Technically, if you were to say to me, right, hypothetically, that you murdered somebody and you want to get off, you don't want to do no time. You're like, yo, look, you know what? I did it because I like blood and killing people. I couldn't work for you as a babalawo. It's against my code.
Okay, so how could you work with it? You sound like, but
right, because a lot of guys feel like they can come to Ifa and be the case.
And you know why?
I mean, you pay the right amount
those as well. And
I
and I do. Yo, terrible. And I do. Yeah. That's so terrible.
Yeah. All of this is leading to another question. But go ahead.
So, technically, if I was to work for you, I would be doing you and the community and the victim
a disservice.
Yeah, and myself a disservice. Yeah. Because
so
here's so I'll give you an example.
So, okay.
I'll give you an example. I have a
You ain't gotta say no names.
Bro, I'm from that era. You know, I have a godson. This cat was heavy in the streets. You know, like heavy in the streets. You know, and he would come to me for divination, and he would tell me, because I'm like, I tell people all the time, if you're coming to me behind litigation or anything, whatever it is, I'm your spiritual defense lawyer. So you have to keep it 100 with me, because that will influence the way that we divine. If you got accused of something,
and they can't call you in court, right?
No, because I'm your confidant, right? Yeah, because
it's
I'm
like
a
giving
chaplain.
a confession.
Right, exactly. So he came to me and he's telling me his lifestyle, and he comes and he says, I need divination because of A. Okay, cool. And then he comes back again so many months later, I need divination for B. Okay. By the third round, when I started to notice there's a general pattern in his line of questioning and where his thought was at on what he wanted to do divination about, I had to let him know. I said, look, G, here's the deal. Your ancestors will never condone you selling heroin to somebody, and then when they get sick, feeling like you're making up for it because now you took them to the hospital so they don't die, so that when they get back home, they can get that monthly check again and buy heroin. I said, there's a few things that are going to happen. You're going to continue to ask for help or protection. If you choose to stay in the same vein, protection might look like you sit down for 5 or 10 years. Protection might look like you lose a limb or an eye or something. Because why? You're not listening and you're breaking the code. The code is not, now obviously again, there's order and chaos in the world. But as African people, and it's not, and as a human being, and there's different types of humans, right? But for us, our nature is to be spiritual. Our nature, because we are the planet Earth, we're the same color as the soil. Our nature is to mold and make this the Garden of Eden, make the place green and lush. We're not here to pollute it and to destroy it, because doing that would be destroying ourselves. Over time, he got on the exit ramp. Now he has a whole different life. He does whole different things. He still now, if he probably got pushed to a point, could remember a different way of living. But he understands. And so, you know, I have people from all walks of life that come to me for a variety of things. And my standard is, as Babalabo, is the difference between, and I know it's sometimes a controversial topic, going to a abortion clinic and having doctors perform a surgery or a procedure versus going in a back alley with a hot hanger and hoping that you don't die and hemorrhage in the process, right?
So which one you is? The hot hanger?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. And that's probably a bad example. Now, with that question, now I'm like, maybe that was a bad example. Yeah, it's like going to the doctor or not. Oh, man. I'm from Long Island, man. Dang. So that's where it goes. So you said that was leading to a question. What's the segue on that one?
Oh my god.
I guess this is a two-part question. Just let's wrap this up. We're gonna wrap it up from here. It's a two-part question.
He about to get initiated. Okay.
So, two-part question. First part is, do spiritual work should spiritual work cost?
Of course.
Okay, explain.
There was a point in time, anything that you want, that you're gonna hold dear, you sacrifice for.
Mm-hmm.
If I give you the Bentley, you're likely to crash it.
Mm.
If you work hard and you buy the Bentley, there's no eating in my car. Kick your shoes before you get in. My mats, I just washed these.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's the same thing. There was a time where Orunmila, when he walked on earth, because of who he was or who he is, he would just go around and he might just see somebody and just talk to them about their life. There was one time, this is a great story for you. One time, a guy lost his dog.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't find the dog. So he goes and he eventually posts a reward. I'll give you X amount of thousands of dollars if you find my dog.
Mm-hmm.
Orunmila, not seeing the sign, not having ever been in the town before, happens to come walking through. And he just looks at the guy. You lost your dog. Your dog is on the outskirts of town, sitting under a bush, gnawing on a bone. The guy says, wow, thank you. I'm going to give you the reward. He goes, the dog is at the edge of town, sitting under a bush, gnawing on a bone.
Did you give him the reward, though?
Now this is the part. He comes back. Orunmila, yo man, you stole my dog. You put it over there. You waited for me to post the reward so that you could cash in on me. I'm not giving you anything. Orunmila said, okay, here's the deal. You know what? I learned. So he went for divination to find out what he needs to do in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
From that moment on, he finds that anything anybody wants to know about, they pay for. You pay for school.
I guess.
Right?
I didn't.
Somebody did. Even if you went to public school, it got paid for.
All right.
That's it. Even if you're an apprentice, you pay with your time. You pay to be able to learn how to shoe a horse.
So you're saying you won't necessarily pay cash, but you'll pay some way for it?
No, in Ifa, I'm using the standard of the land of now.
No.
Yeah, no. You pay money.
You pay
money. Because here's the deal.
Pay.
You see, right? All of that, right? Zelle, treasurer at obakaitemple.org. So as you're seeing me right now, right? I'm more believable than if I was sleeping under that overpass in some old basketball shorts and chanclas. Would you listen to me? If I was that guy? Would not you, because you're a cultured man. Would the average person listen to me?
Listen to me. Don't give him that.
Don't give him the benefit of the doubt. Would you?
West End,
you know how many J's I listen to?
I'm talking about if he stopped you and grabbed you like
right.
I definitely would ask him why
you touch him. You see, right? So this is my point. If you like the information I'm giving you, but I'm not getting any way to sustain myself, and I'm dead, and you don't get the information anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what's the ticket on getting the information? Like
all of that is all. Those things are dependent. That stuff is dependent upon the individual. Now I'll tell you, there are times where if it's sanctioned by the Oduifa, if it's sanctioned by the divination, it might say help this person because Ifa already sees this person doesn't have a lot.
Yeah, I've had a Babalawo stop me in the middle of the street and give me a reading.
That I will never do because that's unsolicited.
Not in the middle. Not like in the. I know him.
Yeah,
First of all, I know him.
Yeah,
right?
But still, it's unsolicited.
I know him, and he said, "What?" First of all, I've never gotten a reading.
Yeah.
right?
Outside of that one.
Outside of that one, right?
Right,
I've been
right.
thinking about getting one, right?
Okay.
It was a free
So-
one,
There you go. But anyway, I had just got off the road, right?
Uh-huh.
Like literally just got off the road, and I ran into this particular Bible out, and that's the first thing that he said to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't ever solicit.
Oh, you just got off the road.
Yeah.
I did.
No, but
it wasn't solicited. It wasn't even unsolicited. It's just
That's what
into
he felt to say.
conversation.
Okay,
you
okay,
feel what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah,
talking, and he was like, "Yo, da-da-da-da-da."
Okay,
You
okay.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
That's different though. When you said, you know what?
You
What
said a
threw
lot.
me was when you said reading.
right.
That is a little different than what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about sitting down, formal,
On the
3
mat.
Odu divination. This one says what
Okay,
the
yeah, no,
situation is.
yeah, it wasn't
These
that.
two are the
Yeah,
witnesses
it
that
wasn't
say if it comes Ire or Ibi or Ire or Ayebo,
Right.
this is the Ebo, this is what Ifa chants about. That's what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
I will never be like, yo, man, if I could say, because we don't evangelize like that. We don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, man, this thing will save your life, man. This thing make you good. No, because here's the problem with that. If I all of a sudden tell you that and I convince you, then it's not your idea. This goes back to the payment and everything, right? Everything is about, Ifa is about, this is another nugget for, as you were saying, with your beginning question. Ifa is about self-accountability.
Mm-hmm.
This is why when I say about when you talk about the dope boys and the drug dealers and the murderers, and I'm going to, that's, those people that are getting their money are happy to get their money, but they're not really helping the community. They're not really helping the society because they're not causing those people to face themselves about their choices and about their lifestyle. So if you all of a sudden come over to me and say, hey, oh, I just lost my train of thought. What was I just saying? I just went into two. I was gonna go. I just went to two places.
Oh, I thought it was part of your story. You said you come on me and say, "Hey, I lost my train of thought."
Oh no, I'm being literal. That was crazy. Yeah, what was I just saying? What was your question about?
You was talking about You was just talking about
Dang, the ancestors
The
didn't
guy
want y'all to say
going
that.
no,
back to the
You was talking
neighborhood.
about about the guys and the drug dealers and the
Yeah, but it was something
You
else
said he
before that.
They
wasn't
were-
contributing.
Oh
they're
yeah,
not contributing to the neighborhood, but they still
They
turning
just
E5 to try to-
benefiting.
yeah. And these people are taking the money, and then being comfortable, not seeing anything change around. You know, it's as Babalawo, we have a responsibility. You know, this is why we're called the father of the secrets. And it's not meant for us to necessarily go out and be like, yeah, you need to do this, you need to go. That's why I said we don't evangelize. You know, that's what I was saying. Because it has to be, you have to be a self-starter with this. Because if I convince
Oh,
you.
we need you to Wikipedia that evangelize.
You're funny.
If
we-
you know what, like Christian folks
Yeah.
do, running around, or like the Jehovah's Witness, they not
Right,
gonna go
right.
and be like,
Exactly.
have
Because
you, how I go? Have you?
Are you
You
ready
don't
for
have
Jehovah's return?
Are you ready
Oh.
for Jehovah's return?
oh, wow. You know.
So you mean recruit?
Yeah, they don't recruit. Is what he's saying.
Yeah,
But in the
because
essence, I've seen that. So that's the thing about it. Here,
Mhm.
right in the community,
Right.
I think it has been where cats like drug dealers or murderers or whatever, they feel that they can come to EFI and EFI
Will
will
protect.
protect them.
Okay, cool. Right there. So the two
Or
points.
they can EFI will bring them money.
Yeah, so that they can get protection or get lawyers. So the 2 points. The first one, I don't solicit or evangelize or recruit, right? Because if I convince you, in quotes, to do a divination, and you pay me, let's say $1,000 for this divination, and in 6 months, you go through some experience that you feel is negative to you, two things are going to happen. One, you're going to toss EFI out because it was never your initial idea. It was a thought I brought to you. And two, you get mad at me because you're going to say, you told me to do this thing. You wanted my money, and my thing that I prayed for didn't happen. So it doesn't work like that. What I do is I inform. I give information. I can say, EFI can help like this and like that. And then for those that are serious about that, then they can turn around and then take the steps. And now when they're taking the steps because they want to take the steps. They're taking the steps because they want their life to be better. They're taking the steps because they want to see positive change. And as far as the drug dealers that are going and saying, I can get protection, I can do this, that, and the third, yeah, like I said, you might get some help in the beginning. God is gracious. God is merciful. The ancestors, your Ori even, but it might get to a point where then they be like, you know what my help is going to look like for you now? You sit for 10. You sit for 20. Because obviously you're not showing enough self-discipline on the outside. So good. Gain it in here. How many times you know people like, yo, I got my GED when I got to prison. I became a lawyer when I went to. Gee, my nigga, why didn't you just do that shit when you had the opportunity without being pressed by the white man, by the prison system?
Gee, my nigga.
I'm like, why didn't you choose that in that moment, right?
Right.
So these are the things that'll happen, you know, at different times.
So I got a question.
For sure.
Right. I just walked into this conversation, but like since y'all giving out information, you know what I'm saying, like who do y'all get y'all information from, or where do, you know what I'm saying? Like,
great question. Ifa is an oral tradition. The Yoruba did not have a written language until 1900, and that was only at the behest of Europeans wanting to come in and colonize, British particularly. Portuguese were there for a time before the British too, which is why Lagos is called Lagos, right? And so they said, how do we get these people to follow us? We want to give them the Bible. They went and they spoke to the Yoruba people, and they got, you know, they spoke to different folks and stuff, and scholars came over, whatever, and they started to translate the language, you know, from a verbal language into a written one. So primarily, Ifa is taught verbally. Your teacher will teach you things. You'll be around him, and you'll be learning, you'll be seeing, you'll be watching. It's like you all know how to utilize these microphones and maybe some of this equipment from being around it. That's how you learned it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Then you might go and you can read a book. But if she sees you adjust the mic a certain way and watch the levels peak or not, then she'll know, oh, let me do this same thing, and then I see it peak or not as well. And so Ifa is learned that way. So me, I learned from my Oluwo. Oluwo means the person that initiated you. I myself am an Oluwo. I initiate others, you know. And so that's how you learn. You learn from doing the work, you learn from living it, and you learn from being around it, you know, being around your teachers, being around other priests. That's how you learn. Being around your God brothers and God sisters, right? This is how we get the reinforcing of the information.
It's like the second back-to-back deep episode with that.
Oh man, I have to say, I do appreciate the guests that come on this show because we get to learn so much, right? And I don't think I've ever had this opportunity to hear this type of conversation happen so candidly, especially with a Babalawo. I feel like a lot of times there's this, you know, almost like position hierarchy.
Right.
And you don't get those intimate moments. So to hear you just share like that is that was really insightful.
And it's also thankful for niggas like me that don't put nobody on the pedestal.
Yeah, exactly.
No disrespect,
but I do, like you were saying, like
put this nigga in the pot.
Oh God!
I just don't.
Yeah. Wow.
Conversations.
What you say though?
Singing for the pot.
Yo.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You know who wanted to put somebody in the pot? Alec Baldwin wanted to put that lady in the pot.
Right. That's too late though. They already got him charged now. He needed to have done that ahead of time.
Harassed. Like I know, because you know I wanted to talk about this. But this just happened. So I guess it was, they call her an agitator. And she saw Alec Baldwin. I don't know if he was trying to get a coffee, a drink, or, you know, whatever. Just, it was breakfast time. And she basically was initially trying to get him to make a statement, I guess, to be in peace with Palestine. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And yeah, so he wouldn't say
what she said. She said, "Say be at peace with Palestine."
But she has her own show. You stupid. She has her own show. So like she does this to people. Like it's her way to like trip up people that are known. Yeah, she does this on purpose. I'm trying to
she's a troll.
See what the name. What is a troll?
A troll.
It's something that lives under the bridge that eats goats.
Y'all remember
That's a good question. What is a troll?
What's the troll?
The son that lives under the bridge that eats goats.
Nah, so there's a new troll, a new meaning of troll. Go ahead.
There is. Well, she might be a troll, but so she has this show and it's called Crackhead Barney and Friends.
She's definitely a troll.
Yeah, so
she's definitely a troll.
She's known for like
definitely a troll.
ambushing these interviews, and she was harassing Baldwin at the time. He was just headed to the door trying to leave, minding his own business.
He got enough.
And you know, she just starts to blurt out, "Why did you kill that lady?"
Oh.
And I think the people that worked there, you know, they were trying to defend him. Well, it seems like they were kind of confused. They didn't really know what to say.
Why did you kill that
But
lady is wild.
that whole situation was wild. Because, you know, they found these weapons. What'd you say?
No, she was referring to the criminal case in Mexico. That's what she was chanting about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she was referencing the Baldwin criminal case in New Mexico, where he was charged with involuntary manslaughter for shooting and killing cinematographer Helena Hutchins on the Rust movie, and this was on the set in 2021.
You know he got power. He handed the
time
tools. He handed the burner to somebody else. Like, yo, go do that.
Somebody else. No, like
I ain't gonna lie, I would.
Did he shoot the person directly?
He shot the person directly.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't have anybody do it.
Oh.
But this is supposed to be a prop gun.
He was a prop gun. He was on a movie set.
So it feels like he was set up like the late. But at the same time, you do have to be careful when you're on set, because even when they do the whole demonstration to make sure everything is safe, everybody needs to be paying attention. Like, they educate everybody on set how to handle the prop guns that are safe. But why would he be shooting it at somebody?
But I'm saying, can a prop gun shoot a real bullet?
It did.
I think isn't it a real gun? But the bullets
it's supposed
are
to be
blank.
empty.
Yeah, the bullets are blank.
Yeah.
Situation, they could pull out they could have it where the bullets are blank or the pins are all taken out, so it's no mechanism.
Okay, won't do.
Yeah, so it's manipulated, so it's not, so it can't be used in that way.
Yeah.
Right.
So the weapons supervisor, she got.
But it was the weapons supervisor, Hannah Gutierrez Reed. She was sentenced earlier this month to 18 months in prison after she was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. So it seems like the lady that was on props is the one that's taking the fall as of right now.
Yeah.
But Baldwin has pleaded not guilty for involuntary manslaughter in connection with the Hutchins death, and a trial is scheduled for July. So
I would have played it. It's supposed to be a fake gun, y'all.
Yeah, but do you think they had security cameras? Like, there's no.
They weren't they? They were rolling, right? So they got the footage.
No, I don't think
I
they
think
were
just,
rolling.
like, on the set.
Yeah, I think they
So
were
wait,
waiting
why
to go on
shooting the
set.
guns without even if the camera's not rolling?
But that's what I'm saying. But at the same time, come on,
Probably,
y'all.
you
Some
know,
people, but some
He
people
probably was just
are.
playing with it, thinking it's blanks.
Yeah, freeze.
Yeah, freeze motherfucker.
Yeah. Been doing that.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
but if he was caught up in his character, practicing whatever, he didn't think it was gonna go off.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think he was.
Basic gun safety, though. They tell you never point a gun.
Did the
at
movie still
somebody.
come out?
That's a great question.
What movie?
I don't think
Rust.
so.
Rust. Let's see.
Somebody
We
about to
should look
rust
at
in that jail.
Rust.
I'm saying, it's a rusty gun. That's crazy.
But he also smacked the phone out her hands.
There
So
we go.
it's like, that don't make you look good. It's looking like you got
Oh, it's
some
coming out.
anger
it haven't came
issues.
out, but it's coming out.
When it's come out?
It don't say, it just say upcoming film.
In 18 months when she get out.
Hey,
But
yo.
she was causing a scene, and I know he was just sick of it because she was probably recording him, which is probably why he smacked the phone.
Imagine what
So
his life was like right after that happened. People was
yeah, because she's in public talking about, you effing criminal, you effing criminal, and these people getting coffee. You didn't come here for that.
I'm telling you, crackhead Barney.
So what side? what side of the fence? What side of the fence are you guys on? You guys on Israel or Palestine, or do you even give a care?
Who?
I just want the violence to stop.
You know what? Palestine, man. I think they gotta.
She was trying to, I guess it's reference. She was trying to
Because she was
Say free
asking
Palestine.
him to make a statement saying that he should. This is what the lady was doing to Alec Baldwin initially. When she approached him, was asking him to basically make a peace statement
on the situation that's
going on at war.
Yeah. Right, because I'm like, dang, they was in New Mexico. That's no. Like,
it's the desert. It's the desert, though.
Sometimes he don't be like,
Palestine looks like the desert too.
Mexico was close to Palestine. I'm like, listen, man.
Hey.
So yeah, big boy. What's
she
that
just
offensive
wanted him to
on?
say free
You said
Palestine.
free Palestine.
Yeah, definitely free Palestine.
Israel,
That
Palestine.
should have been it. I don't know. I feel like
I know some people that live in Israel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't got no, but they don't want to hear my opinion. What they eat don't make me shit. What they piss don't.
So you don't care.
I
All
don't
right,
care.
that's cool.
There's stuff going on over here, right here, that like, for me to be thinking about what's going on over there, where I never see every day. It's stuff I see. It's somebody sleeping in front of the
it's
Wendy's
hard
on
with the
Metropolitan.
disconnection.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Selassie said a long time ago, until the original people take over that land,
Right.
it's gonna always be war.
Yeah.
So,
Martin Luther King said, "Injustice here, injustice everywhere." So.
That's it. And at bare minimum, if we're gonna stay in the if we're gonna stay in the continent of Africa, can we at least talk about Africa? Can we talk about the dark skinned ones like Sudan, Rwanda? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Have you been seeing them? Like, they don't have anywhere to live.
Bugging, yeah.
They're like walking in droves, just whatever part of their life they could carry on their back, and that's it. But why aren't people talking about Sudan?
In the Sudan, right?
Yeah, in the Sudan.
Because we don't have, what is it? America is about its interests, and that's a very specific term, interest. It isn't about
interest or interests.
Like what I care about, what I'm interested in. Well, that's there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I think that whole thing is happening. Why they're not talking about Africa, because they don't really have. I mean, they're working. They got a World Force, America World Force, something like that. They're doing in different parts of Africa. They're building bases, and now you got all these cats like in Burkina Faso and these places kicking everybody
They're
out.
just trying to catch up with China.
Yeah, but it's too late. America already turned their back on Africa 40 plus years ago, and China's been in there for 40 years, and they don't like us either.
Who, the Chinaman?
Yeah.
Nah, they don't, but they bringing the
But
buck.
they putting them, they building the bridge, they fixing the road.
From there to Haiti, to Jamaica,
building the airports.
Chinaman is everywhere. Right?
Yeah, and they're putting their money where their mouth is, and that's the part that seems alluring.
They keep making it delicious orange chicken, man.
Hey yo.
How can you hate somebody that made orange chicken like?
Oh shucks.
Hey,
yeah, it's funny. I never had orange chicken when I was in China. I don't even think they.
No, that's American.
Yeah, I don't think they
that's a
even
Chinese
make
American thing.
Yeah, I was looking for it too. Yeah, because coming from New York,
I think it's one more. That's
egg
a couple
rolls.
of them.
I ain't getting no egg rolls over there.
Crab ragoon.
Yeah,
there's a couple of different ones.
Yeah, right.
I think even sweet and sour sauce.
No, they do have the red
sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah.
That red sauce probably a hint, like shrimp.
Yeah, there's a couple things that's at the Chinese restaurant that's definitely just American.
I'm gonna get a California crunch roll.
Oh, now you're doing sushi. Now you just went to Japan. You just went to Japan on us.
It's all rice.
Here we go. That's real.
It's all rice.
And you know what? If you look at the Japanese characters, they are the same Chinese characters, just pronounced differently.
Right.
I feel you though.
Hey, listen.
Feels disrespectful.
So we're talking about chicken. Do y'all cook the chicken like after y'all sacrifice? Like what y'all do with it? That's the traditional. So here we go, right? I really was just mad like that.
Nah, real talk. See, that's a good question, though. That's a good question.
And
I think a lot of people think that y'all just tossing the animal.
Heck no. If you're in Nigeria, even if you use pigeons, chickens, guinea fowls, turkey.
They eat pigeon?
I don't know.
Yeah, but pigeon is big in France too, I only throw it in because a lot of people will be okay with it if the white qualify it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but pigeons. All of
Bro,
that
you
stuff.
eat churches, nigga. You eat pigeons. You eat churches. You eat pigeons.
Yo.
Okay, but you ate it though.
Hey.
You was definitely
I
eating.
don't
Matter of
see
fact,
as many
if you, when you
pigeons.
say you was a child, that's definitely when they was using pigeon.
Yo.
For sure. They was definitely eating pigeon
They
dick.
were trans. Huh. Hey.
When they put that $2 box out, you knew it was pigeon.
That's
I
funny.
was done eating when they had $2 box. Though.
Then you had to wonder, right? Like, how are they able to produce it so
You
inexpensive?
got 2 pieces of chicken for 99 cents.
Right.
Ain't no way, bro.
And the pack, when you buy the pack, it
It
costs
be
more
so
than that.
greasy.
You know?
The box be so greasy. It be soggy by the time you take it home.
That's no good. Oh.
I'm trying to say.
I
Yeah.
had a dude in the neighborhood used to buy the $2 box for the whole neighborhood every Wednesday.
Well, that's kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't have something to eat that day, that comes in clutch right there.
Well, he had the liquor house, so
Yeah.
he just was helping them soak up some liquor.
Oh, well, yeah. Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong. There's no such thing as pure altruism. It's all right. But yeah, we cook the animals.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to that guy.
Yeah. The goats, the chickens, all that stuff.
I was like, dang, I just
Yeah.
wasted good chicken.
So you know it's wild because that's a
fresh goats.
that's a misnomer. People don't understand that they're supposed to actually that they're supposed to feed the people with those animals because the prayer that's the extension of the prayer is when you actually then consume the meat, the vegetables, the fruits, all these things that you offer.
Nah, I've been to an E5 event and had the jollof rice shit lit. I ain't gonna lie.
I love jollof rice.
I'm already on it, bro. I'm just for some reason he just think after that day we had a good day without him. He think we just
Need him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Y'all said it, not me. I was insinuating, but it wasn't something. Y'all said we don't need you. Y'all said,
I did not say it. I was trying to help you
got to
find
chill.
your
Y'all got to chill on
words.
my boy.
hey, listen.
I'm psychic.
There we go.
Needed somebody. Hey, whoever wrote this up, I know you got it from somewhere, but the information was wrong. But T-Pain's truck was allegedly hit by a drunken driver in Roswell.
For real.
Yeah, I mean, I pray that everybody's okay, but
T-Pain live in Roswell? Oh,
Bye-bye.
sorry. All I heard was T-Pain live in Roswell.
Where in Roswell? I don't know in Roswell.
Was he
It's saved by
okay?
the Chevron though.
Hold on, was he okay?
Yeah, he is okay. But this information we got this from, they say Atlanta rapper T-Pain, but T-Pain is definitely from Tallahassee.
Yeah, he's from Florida.
Yeah,
But his claims to fame was from Atlanta.
nah, he would tell you that Tallahassee.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying
he's not an Atlanta rapper though.
he's not an Atlanta rapper, but he got his.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, yes, his career popped off here. What do you mean?
No.
Tallahassee did not put T-Pain on the map.
But he still. That's like we try to say Beyonce got her claim to fame from here. She's from Texas. She says she's from Texas. She says she's from Texas. She's from Houston.
I don't know what Beyonce got a claim.
Bye-bye.
Fame,
In the pot, man. What the ticket is for the
you're
pot?
right.
For
You're
this,
not an Atlanta rapper.
for
You're
the
right.
for the pot for this man, him, man. But T-Pain and his family were on their way home from the airport early Monday morning at 1 a.m. a mile away from their home when an alleged drunk driver hit their truck and took off. It was a Chevrolet SUV. We don't know the color or the year. The artist also said on his social media that, again, this is double printed. We do need you to proofread this stuff before you send it to us. The artist said on social media that he was just a mile away from his home in Roswell when he was hit by a Chevrolet SUV truck. The crash happened on the intersection of West Crossville and King.
So he does live in Roswell.
You feel me, Bob? You feel me, Bob?
I was looking at some houses up there, and it's so nice.
Oh, hell nah. T-Pain, watch out for y'all.
So
You
nice.
feel
It's
me?
not too far from the
Y'all
city.
got the locks. Y'all
It's
locked
close
in.
enough.
Y'all locked in with the locks. But we praying for T-Pain. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Praying for T-Pain.
Yeah. Dang, so he gonna get a check.
He ain't gonna be able to do that net thing no more. He get the accident go fuck.
No, he gonna be just fine.
Especially when
So
you get
wait,
to Roswell.
who has to pay for the damages? His insurance Or they gonna find who hit him?
They say he was a drunk driver, so hopefully
they're gonna.
This Roswell, they got them cameras with.
They got good cameras.
This ain't. You know
they can zoom in with their camera.
In Roswell.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all, these hit and runs be the worst.
Out of pocket.
Oh my god.
And this drunk driving getting crazy too. Like
it is.
Even though nothing did happen to Glorilla when she was drunk driving, but she still.
Was she really drunk?
Do you think?
I don't think she was drunk. I think that she, from the video that I seen, she was not drunk. She might have had a drink.
Yeah, I seen the
video.
You
feel what I'm saying?
She was coherent.
I can't say that girl was drunk.
And then this my whole thing.
Because she already talked about
Word.
Hey, man, but then again,
oh my god,
it's hard to not drink and drive, especially like you go out.
She already talked
like
she
drink.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, as far as like the drunk driving goes, especially if they're leaving like from a club or something like that, a
she
bar.
Probably leaving the show or something.
Do you all feel like, well, wherever you're leaving from, do you feel like bartenders have a responsibility? Because I don't feel like that's a thing anymore. You know, back in the day, your bartender's like, okay, look, I'm not gonna give you any more.
That's cap.
Okay.
Now, bottle girls, they won't cut you off, but bartenders is the law. It's the law that they cut you off. If they don't cut you off, they can be charged for your murder. You know that?
Cut you off, but
they can be charged for.
But how can you tell someone when their limit is?
Man,
some people carry it well.
That's what I'm saying.
I know I don't look drunk when I'm drunk.
About it. If you are physically, if you are physically impaired, and they continue to serve you, they can be charged if you like kill if you kill yourself or some shit in it.
Yeah, a friend of mine, he
but
crashed and died like that.
He did what?
He crashed and died. He was so drunk when he left the bar, and a friend of my other friend who actually introduced us, she was saying she wanted to go back to the bar and like really, I don't know if she wants to charge them or what, but she felt like they should take some responsibility for him being in that state.
I feel 50-50 about that.
It's just a hard one.
Because we grown, at the end of the day, you should be accountable for yourself.
That's true, but at the same time, like if
we're
out, right, like if you my partner, right, because I got a partner, I ain't gonna say his name, but I got a partner, and I feel like he a little drinky, you feel what I'm saying? He's like a binge drinker. He'll drink. He'll drink for a time period and then stop. You feel what I'm saying? So like, but once he have a taste, nigga might drink for a week. You feel what I'm saying? And like, we done been on vacation and nigga disappear, and we done spent the vacation looking for him and shit like that. And he my man, it's my partner. You feel what I'm saying? So I've definitely done told him like, bro, hey, you got to get that shit together. Hey, or we'll be out and I'll be like, all right, my nigga, like that's enough. You feel what I'm saying? You don't need no more. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that's, if I don't do that, I'm being irresponsible as a friend.
At least you should do that part, but then at the end of the day, it's still that person's
it's still up to him.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I'm not
the bartender could be like, hey, that's enough, and I could go get somebody else to
get
it.
I tell him it's enough and he still feel like drinking, or he feel drink, that's on him. You feel what I'm saying?
So what if, like,
I will definitely know that I said something, and I would try my hardest to make sure that
I think the bar should not be responsible necessarily like to blame them for stuff, but definitely
at least look for those
preventative
signs.
You know, that preventative sign, like, hey, I understand you may not need more, or you may want more, but if it seems like this,
and I know the bartender trying to run up a check too, like they need their tips, so I get it. It's just, I don't know.
But if you're already drunk, if you get somebody more drunker, they ain't gonna tip you more. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
You said they ain't gonna tip you more?
Nah, if you're already drunk, and a drunk person is already generous, so you don't have to get them more drunk to make them more drunk.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but the higher the tab, the more you tip.
Yeah,
and especially in Atlanta, when you get your ticket, they put that gratuity.
It be automatic.
I said, listen, I wouldn't even go tip that. 20%. I don't even know how you.
You hear me? I'm gonna start bucking on that.
They added in the check.
I went to a restaurant the other day, and they had a takeout fee. When I tell you, I was.
What is that?
Yeah, I've seen.
What is that? Right.
You basically paying
10% when I didn't eat home.
That's a gratuity then.
10%, bro.
What is the takeout fee though?
Bro, you tell me.
What are you charging me for?
What are you charging me for?
To
me your fucking bag?
I think ever since.
The cost of the bag and box.
That's what I was thinking. You're paying for the containers in the bag, but
bro, no, that's outrageous.
And
that's
the
already in the
service.
price of the food.
Right.
But my
'Cause
thing
my food
is,
come on a
I
plate.
feel like
Yeah,
ever
anyway.
since post-COVID, or during
I'm gonna start
COVID,
bucking. I ain't gonna lie.
all those
It'll be
fees
mad at me.
started
I be
going
subtracting
up.
with
Yeah.
the tip out
And
of
they
my thing.
stayed
I'ma start
that way.
protesting. I'm gonna go back to old signs.
Bro, you just got to eat
protesting
somewhere
is-
else. Don't
no,
nobody care
I'm
about your
protesting.
protest. They can do
I'm a- no,
whatever
'cause
they
the thing
want.
is, no, this is the thing. Because,
Pay
hold
or
on, wait a
get
minute.
out.
Hold on, wait a minute. See, you're a business owner there probably serving trash ass service, not but
But I'm the same way.
What it is?
Okay? Folks
What it
want to
is, no,
remind
I
me
agree
what I
with you.
charged before I
agree
even
with
had
you.
a shop. Okay?
I agree with you
and
1,000%. Pay or get out, but then at the same time, I also have the right as a consumer to protest your ass and shut your business down.
No, don't consume.
Hold on, wait a minute, because at the end of the day, restaurants in Atlanta, where's my camera at? Listen, restaurants in Atlanta, y'all gotta stop serving poor trash ass food and then got these
Charging the most.
ass
That part.
charges.
Now, that's a
and
different
not only are you
argument.
That's different.
charging-
Yeah,
Not only
yeah.
are you charging your food is high, but you adding on extra fees and shit that
Gratuity.
doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. So once again, if you serving poor trash ass food, I'm gonna send 1,000. I'm gonna pay 1,000 Mexicans, the same Mexicans that at Home Depot. I'm gonna pay them $50 a fucking day to stand outside your restaurant and protest that shit.
Oh, I'm
Straight up.
Mexican.
Ole,
So
ole,
good.
ole, ole, ole,
It's on and popping. It's on and popping.
I got you, my friend.
You
It's
My
on and
friend.
popping, my boy. It's on and popping for all you restaurants that serving trash ass food. Your days are fucking
Habla no, papi. Habla no.
Mucho de gracias.
Yeah, you
Your
focus,
days are
man.
numbered.
I'm just gonna be honest, like la bamba bamba. We don't eat it no more, my friend.
All right,
just
y'all.
wanna wear this
So
sombrero.
speaking of unwanted things that's happening in Atlanta, there was a shooting on Donnelly Hollowell Parkway, aka
Donnelly.
Bankhead.
as Bankhead, and there was, it seemed to be, I guess, a pull up and shoot type of situation. And in that situation, a young lady by the name of Desiree White, a 14-year-old young lady, was shot.
You read that so good because I kept saying Desire White the whole time.
That's because you went to Fulton County Public
Man.
Schools. And I am an Atlanta
I'm
Public
like,
Schools
her name is
hero.
Desire. You were cold as ice long ago, baby, baby. I like that.
I wasn't.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't living nice.
So y'all two are the singers. Y'all are the dude.
Yeah.
Y'all do
Sometimes.
the duet.
We do
okay.
something. Well, he's really a singer.
Y'all do
Listen,
something.
I'm like, I kept reading it and said Desire White. Desire White. Like, hey, that's a unique name, but it's Desiree.
Desiree.
This Desiree. I'm sorry.
That
Desiree.
is just sad. And he said he
unique.
taught kids. Good
Man,
gracious.
listen, they say Desire.
So Desiree's mother believed her daughter book bag may have saved Desiree's life. This is because the bullet went through the backpack first before hitting the 14-year-old. The book bag had clothes in it. The mom said the bullet still went through her leg. Got to be more careful. Paramedics rushed Desiree to the hospital. She is in stable condition. Shout out to Desiree. We're glad that you're in stable condition.
For sure.
Get better, girl. Make sure you be able to run on that leg sooner
shit.
than later. The pregnant mother of two said she and her two children must find a safer place to live.
Facts.
Yeah, Bankhead is like,
Everywhere it's turning into like that though. Like the
Yeah,
places.
yeah,
Man,
the
remember
way
when
these people
Lennox
just
was like
shooting.
safe, like 20 years ago?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that really is. It's really like.
Yeah, that was wild for me coming back here and
What?
seeing the metal detector stuff.
Man,
again.
20 years ago, the most you was gonna run into with Lennox is the boys pretending to play football with a little piece of paper like he helped a football league. Now they got dang. You hear
I
me?
know plenty of trap houses in Buckhead.
Nah, man, but I'm saying it's trap houses everywhere. But you know exactly what I mean. Like we had the clean side of Atlanta, and then it's the rural side of Atlanta. But all of it is, it's Atlanta now. It's just this is Atlanta.
So I don't know if they have a GoFundMe or Instagram or something, but y'all go find Desiree White mom, and y'all help them find a safer place to live. Hopefully in Sandy Springs or something.
Man, that's crazy how you said that. Desiree's white mom.
I just can't imagine.
You said y'all go find Desiree's white mom.
Yo.
Desiree White.
Yeah.
The girl name.
Right, but you said Desiree's. You put the possession on Desiree's.
Oh, did I?
White mom.
He dropped the word position on there. You put the possession
When you
on
put the
it.
apostrophe S on there,
I made it possessive.
yeah. So
You
now
put
she. It
possession
sounded like
on
you
it.
said you had a Caucasian mom instead
Y'all
of
stop
Desiree
shooting,
White's.
bro. I don't know what y'all doing, pulling up, shooting.
What are
people
y'all
home.
shooting for?
That
Like,
is just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, and what
You
is
don't
a
have
pull up and
target.
shoot?
I'm gonna tell
What
you.
is
I'm gonna tell you
that?
to be honest with you. I've seen this. I've seen this before. When you get to court, the judge is going to tell you that you have no regard for human life, and they're going to give you a life sentence without parole. So, be
why
smart
people
about
don't fight no
Hey,
more?
that's when they're gonna get the GED and become a lawyer.
That's when they gonna call you. Bye bye. Look. Bye bye.
Hey, Baba, I just caught this body.
I'm trying to tell you,
Baba. I ain't mean to, Baba. They gonna sit in the house, Baba.
They gonna see this episode.
Yeah,
they gonna see this episode and see you on there. They be like, oh,
that's the one to
the
call.
Baba from Brooklyn.
I'm gonna tell them
Brooklyn's
like,
Baba, Long Island.
hey, yo, you know what's wild is sometimes when people are already in jail and then they call, obviously the call is recorded, so it's very difficult for them to talk, So I have to then wait till they get off the phone and then like call their relatives who told them to call me, put me on the three-way. I had them call me, right? And then it's like, get the full story.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody is always like, oh no, everything was fine. They're a great person. They did everything, they did everything to the letter and all the time.
Even though they was moving 30 kilos of cocaine,
and it be
Baba,
sounding
they
so
still
crazy. And I'd be like, please, people, I'm your spiritual defense lawyer. I need you to be honest. If they were doing, and this goes back to what we were saying earlier, if they were doing the thing, the way I'll pray about it is to look to ask for forgiveness or something like that for them, so that their punishment is not too heavy on them. But if they were falsely accused, then we just ask for vindication when we're divining, like, vindicate this person. They didn't really do this thing, So that's why I'm always telling people.
So how do you know if you're praying in vain? Like, because
I'm
they can
never
tell you
praying in
anything.
vain.
They can tell you anything. They can say, "Oh,
Well,
he innocent," and then you
this
like.
is why
I'm
there's
praying the
Cash
innocent
App,
prayer.
Venmo. It's not me praying in vain. If they choose to lie, they're doing it all in vain.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I said, "What they praying in vain?" He said, "This is why there's Cash App and Venmo."
Yeah, because
still get paid.
Because they it's not good for people to play with people's lives like that. It's not good. Again, it's why I keep saying, to destroy communities. Children. I was just listening to something the other day, and they were talking about there was a pediatrician who said he's a pediatric surgeon. He said he wanted to get out of the field almost because of the amount of traumatic, injuries that he's seeing due to gunshots with children. And people think, oh, getting shot is like nothing. No, it changes the way people move after that. It changes the way they sit in a room. It changes the way they sit in the car. Yeah, and then especially if it's a child, like, come on, that ain't righteous.
Yeah, PTSD is real.
Facts.
Very real. So yeah, man, you gotta be more careful with your guns. I'm not saying don't use guns, because I'm a big believer in guns. And
do you keep the tool?
Negative. I am a felon. I do not.
Okay.
Do not. I do
That's
not
real.
own, possess, or am any perimeter of any
That's
firearms.
it. See?
ATF.
Yeah.
I am not anywhere
That's real.
near or in the
Right.
possession of any firearms.
There it is.
Let's make that known. I have a dog.
What's the word?
Police dog.
What's the word you would teach your dog? What is it? Off. It's fuck. That's what. Man, he showed me that paper. I was like, AF. He said, "It's Belgium." Off. I said, "Nigga, that's text message as fuck." He talking about it's Belgium. My dog is Belgium. I'm like, bro. Then I say, bro, AF in text languages, what that mean? I'm just telling
You right.
That's fuck.
And
You heard him saying up there, off.
He been saying a lot.
Man, what?
No, nobody
I
speak.
Man, he tried to talk. I thought he was trying to talk to Babas. I like, listen, he tried to show off because Baba here and shit. He just showing out. Niggas just saying shit over there.
That was hilarious.
Man, so y'all heard they supposed to be bringing Freaknik back?
Freaknik?
I thought Freaknik was already a thing at Lakewood for years.
It was?
Yeah.
I mean, like, they actually be, like, doing stuff?
Yeah. And I think it's like a When it says it's a 2-day event.
When? That's a quiet freak league. That's a sneak league.
It's a sneak
That's
league.
a sneak league.
What is that?
That is a sneak league.
They be quiet. No, for real. No.
Yo,
So we ain't heard nothing about that.
Yeah,
we
and
should
Lakewood.
have that.
Somebody late went amphitheater.
Yeah.
They be getting naked.
What they be doing?
They be getting naked. I don't know. I don't know.
Dad.
It's probably just like a picnic. But Blake, I don't know if they have performers. They probably do.
They be in their old cars.
I really don't know. I've never pulled up, but I've seen the traffic getting off that exit. I would. Looks like fun.
But well,
Yeah, tell us about this new freak league that's going on.
thousands of students and alumni of historically black colleges and universities have come together to Tybee Island. I guess this was this past Saturday when they got together.
Also in Savannah.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
This past Saturday that just passed for the unsanctioned bash that one attendee called the New Freaknik. But instead of the clogged streets, fights on the beach, and property damage that marked last year's Orange Crush, God, leave.
Oh, so it's Orange Crush. Oh, it's not.
Not that.
Gotcha.
So it's not Orange Crush.
The first 24 hours.
They're well behaved.
I guess they were cool. The first 24 hours of the 2024 version had more of a college spring break vibe with the steady traffic flow. You know. Sounds lame. Yeah, I'm like the words they use is like they didn't have no fun. Like clad young people. It had clad young people. What is that?
What is that?
Clad. Hey Siri, what is clad mean?
There you go. Yeah.
It's
That means they're not taking it off.
It's a
Clad
party
and
without
sanctity.
drugs and alcohol.
It's a sober party.
It's
Clad,
a gathering.
that means they have their
That's a
clothes
Gathering.
on. They got their clothes on.
Oh, there were clothes of young people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a freak.
Yeah, that wasn't the freaknik.
That was
So they
definitely
were at
like,
the
It
beach
sounded
with
like there was
clothes
no
on?
drugs, no
Hey.
alcohol.
They was at the
no-
beach with
and
no clothes on.
They
That's
were
like
at the beach
that's
with
like community
clothes
service.
on.
With clothes
With
on.
clothes
Oh, that's
on.
community service.
Rappers and
Sounded
t-shirts.
like they was cleaning the beach.
They was cleaning the beach. Cause wait, clad.
It was a clean
Even
beach.
the fact that clad sound like no cleavage.
Oh my
No
God.
cleavage.
Niggas was running around with soccer jerseys on.
Man, what? So
Why
I mean,
were they doing these things?
I don't know. I guess they was trying
Look,
to bring it
Savannah,
back.
you ain't Atlanta,
It had to
okay?
start somewhere. I'm pretty
It
sure
started
the first.
elsewhere.
Yeah. So speaking about the Freaknik, did y'all see the Freaknik documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was highly disappointing.
very
Yo,
disappointing.
the way people
Disappointing
are
to
carrying
my
on.
soul.
Some
Right,
blurred out
man.
something.
Man,
I thought we was gonna see some blurred outs and some.
It went
I thought I
from-
was gonna see your mama and your auntie. You feel me? What I'm saying?
Was it very clad?
The pot.
It was too
Very
classy.
classy.
It was too classy. It was too classy.
And scantily.
They had Jermaine Dupri sitting like this on there.
All right. Yo.
Listen, yo, I was
That's
like,
real,
Do
right?
it again. Do it again.
hey, listen,
They had Jermaine Dupri sitting like this on there.
He was really
listen, bro.
like, oh, that time.
I had rolled a blunt up, everything. I was ready to watch that jump. I was like, I rolled a blunt up to watch that jump. I waited till everybody in the house was asleep. I'm like, listen, man.
You
I
thought
like-
you was trying to watch porn. He's like, this is the porn you used to be.
I'm like, hey, we want some pussy.
Yeah.
I'm
Boy
like,
had the lotion by the time the 15 minutes into the documentary. Nigga
Bruh,
put the lotion back in
I cut the lights on, everything. I cut the lights on, woke
shit.
everybody up in that bitch. Hey, y'all want to watch this shit?
Family time.
What you talking about? I watched that shit with my little girl.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was very
See, this is what they was
clean.
talking about, baby.
Listen,
This is
baby,
what-
look. Obviously, we ain't missed it. Cause look what they doing on here. I'm like, man. I'm thinking they would. Did you get a chance to go to Freaknik?
Oh, man.
You know what? I got to Atlanta in '96, so I was here for the very last one.
Oh man, how was it?
It was interesting. I got to see the traffic jam and all that. I was down on Auburn Ave and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, it was good. I remember that when they blocked off all of the highways, and I remember driving, and what was wild was that was when I was first moving out here to link up with this cat over here.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Yo, come through." and it was fun.
So you was a Baba at Freaknik?
Yo, brethren, everybody needs saving, Lord.
Brethren! Wagwan,
Everybody needs saving, Lord.
Because you know Baba really mean Fadrin.
So I'm saying, so as a Baba, right?
Baba
as
means
a Baba,
Fadrin.
Yeah.
Would it be inappropriate to go to a Freaknik right now?
He giving out readings. He laying on his
Because you want to be the authentic you, right?
You have to be. If
Right.
that now, obviously, don't put yourself in certain situations where you know you might experience weakness, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if that's not really something that's gonna move you too much, go experience it, laugh.
So y'all can't be out here like thrashing shit.
Yeah, they can, but they gotta take their bees off.
I gotta. You know what's wild?
Listen, bro.
Y'all are so comfortable. I
gotta take
almost
your
told a
bees
story
off.
about myself when I used to live out here.
Go
I
ahead.
had to catch myself.
Go ahead.
I was like, nah.
Let it rip.
Listen, because my partner, he practice E5, and he be
Hold on, he about to tell you
he
a
take
story.
his thing off. You got to put on something white, right?
No.
All
that stuff
I'm gonna
is-
tell them I talked.
That's all bullshit. None of that's real.
So, okay,
they
so-
watch
and-
City of God
and
too much. That
Not
movie.
only that, I think a lot of guys out here practice Spanish E5, which is a little bit different.
So that's not E5. So that's
still Santeria.
Lukumi.
That's
Lukumi.
Lukumi.
A lot of
not
times
E5, that's
they do.
E5.
It's still E5. It's E5, just a different form.
It's fragmented. It's not necessarily a different form, but it's fragmented,
Okay.
right? So what ends up happening is you have Isheshe or Onisheshe, which is pure, undiluted, which is the way I live.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Lukumi, which is going to be an infusion of the Africans that were dropped off in Cuba, coupled with that were Yoruba, coupled with other peoples mixed in. And then you get Santeria, which is like probably the most diluted, because then you get a heavy emphasis on the Roman Catholicism initially to hide their spirituality. But it's like Uncle Tom's Cabin. Generations later, didn't know that he was teaching the people at night, but he looked like he was smiling with the overseers in the day. That's what ends up happening. So they end up having the least of it all. So
Got you.
Oops, I keep
So
bumping
Santeria is still a form of E5, or
it's an amalgamation of a lot of different spiritual systems, really.
See, because when I try to explain people Rasta, I tell them that it's a form of Christianity.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's the best way to break it down.
Yeah. If you read in the Maccabee joint,
you feel what I'm saying?
you're going straight Coptic vibes on it.
I mean, you have people that say they find Rasta through other things, but
because your voice keep changing.
You know,
like you got a little African accent, then when you talk to us, you like my nigga, like
that's called well traveled.
Yo,
when you start talking about Ifa, he get like his accent get different. Like I boy that then he get talking to us. He be like, man, look, bro, like I was here in '96. You hear what I'm saying? I caught the lab freak deep. I'm like, man, where this man from? He's twisting it up or not?
That's funny. Yeah, man.
But where you from though? If you're about to
Oh yeah, I'm from New York. Born and raised.
Okay.
Yeah, born and raised in New York.
You know, like Jamaica. You got Jamaican in you or something.
Yeah, I have Caribbean.
You know, y'all all be up there in New York.
Caribbean and continental African. So in the most immediate, I'm born in New York, born in Hempstead on Long Island, and then my brothers are born in England, and then my mom's then is gonna come out of Trinidad, and then
James.
You know what I mean? And then before that, then we're coming out of Nigeria.
Oh, so it's in you. So that's why I just keep.
Your mom and dad is Trini?
No. So it's funny, right? I would always say to people that I'm
Trinidadian. Trini.
What you call her?
Trini. Just to shorten.
Oh boy. You said your mom and dad are training. I'm like, whoa.
To be great parents.
I never heard that before. I never heard that before. I'm sorry. That's why I'm like training. Like.
So so my pops is from Louisiana. He's from Opelousas.
Okay, you did tell me that. You told me that earlier, for sure.
So I would always say though that I'm Caribbean because I never grew up with my pops, so I only really knew the Caribbean side of my.
You said I ain't never grew up. My opinion claiming the other side.
I mean,
no, but I always
I ain't from the bayou now.
Might be Caribbean too, though.
No,
Haitian.
They're I don't know. I got to do that whole African ancestry thing to find out my pop's side.
Yeah, they might be Haitian.
More.
Because I know that's how my lineage fall back into Haiti.
Okay.
It's through the Louisiana Purchase and all that shit.
Okay, right. French,
And the revolution, the Haitian Revolution.
Right.
And all that shit.
Word.
Everything. Hey, my brother, listen. Just because you don't know your origins and where you
This
come
nigga gonna
from,
be everything,
doesn't mean
bro.
anything,
He
my
said he
brother.
wants to be everything.
Oh my God! Can I please just tell y'all something?
What you want to tell us, twin?
Or let me ask you something.
Well, ask us.
first.
What you want to eyes so strength?
Do you think it is rude to just block someone when you don't want to communicate with them anymore?
It depends.
I was just about to say.
What does it depend
I rarely
on?
block anybody, but I just block.
I just know how to stop
my
talking to you.
ex.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but it's like
Sometimes
talking.
if
You
they
stop
wildin'.
talking, and they still keep texting you, still keep calling you.
Man, keep
all
it block
these
that
Silent.
local, twin.
block,
Put it on silent.
block. And you know what I did before I blocked?
Huh.
I texted happy birthday.
Yeah.
And then you block.
So
them.
I still did something nice, and
Yeah.
then
You
I
texted
blocked.
happy birthday and then you
Then I
blocked them.
blocked.
Nah, that's kind of gaslighting, I guess. That's the best way to put it.
Because now I can't even say nothing.
Because you don't
back.
really mean that.
Well, he
Otherwise,
was,
the block wouldn't
Yeah.
happen.
but
huh?
he was texting me all day, all week about
Yeah.
his birthday.
Can you just?
Obviously, he
You're not
wants you to give him a
interested in his
gift.
birthday.
No.
Okay, so just let him know that you're not interested in the birthday.
Oh my God, y'all, no,
Yeah.
it's not that easy. I'm
Yeah.
just telling
It
you.
is. It's simple. Let me tell you something.
Oh my
tell
God.
people-
So look, then let me tell you. Let me finish.
It's our baby daddy, bro.
Because it's not my baby daddy. It's somebody that reached out to me on Instagram. So why did I give him my number? I gave him my number, and then he just starts calling me all the time.
So that's
You gave me. That's what.
Wait a minute. You just
That's what
made
people
it
do when you get.
very easy.
When you gave me
Nigga,
your number,
I
what am
don't
I
care
supposed to do
about
with
your
it?
birthday. Matter of fact, can you lose my number? Goodbye.
Yeah, but when he asked me if I could do something for his birthday, I was
You
like,
should've told him no.
I said no.
Okay,
I
and
said
then
no.
look what I
I'm
did.
not even gonna be. Oh, so you think it's just gonna be left at that? That's why we're having this conversation. So then, all this time, all these texts,
When your
all
birthday?
these calls.
Let me show you something.
It was
Show you how I leave
420.
people on red.
Oh,
You
really?
still asking it's 427.
That's it.
What's with
I read the whole
Yeah.
message.
Oh, you're
not
wild. You're better than
kidding.
me.
Yeah.
What?
If it's
So
something that
then
I.
today he calls me
That's a
from a
paragraph.
different number.
Paragraphs, you hear me?
Yeah.
You hear
You
this?
said he did what? Come from
Do you
different
hear her?
numbers?
Today he calls me from a different number.
Uh-oh.
Early as heck, like 8 something. Okay.
She said early 8.
So, cause I just dropped my children off at school.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
usually I know what type of people are up early, and
Right.
that's fine. But I still think it's a certain time that you
That was
start
funny.
calling people.
Yeah. Or at least send a
Especially
text.
if you ain't my
That's
boo.
true.
Send
Like,
that text out
yeah,
like.
you
Yeah.
ain't mine.
Only
you know
my
what
pot,
I'm
like
saying?
my
Like,
partners or my girlfriend or my brother's sister's mama.
Or
I'm calling
if you are getting to
unreasonable
know
hours.
somebody and that's like y'all thing,
Yeah,
like
you're
I
looking
prefer
forward
you
to
call
that.
me super early, but I
Right.
don't think it's something
I'll
that
shoot
you
a good morning
voluntarily
text. That's about
do.
it.
Right, right.
So anyway, calls whatever, and I'm just like, hello. He's like, yeah, this is such and
From a
such
different number.
from a different number.
That's
so
kind of
I
creepy.
was like, who? I kept saying who? I know who it was, right? So he was like, I told you my name, and you, so you didn't want me to call. So obviously you must not want me to call you anymore. Oh my God.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you.
Yo,
fucking
gotta
ding.
be.
I'm gonna tell you.
So then he goes, so you blocked me from the other number.
Yes.
I said, oh, that's who that is. Yes, I did.
Right.
He goes, well, it's so crazy. You know, my daughter, I was telling her it's so we're dating right now because everything is like an interview.
Bringing children into
And,
it. Right?
you know, and the whole time he's talking, his voice is like going in and out. So I'm telling him, I can't hear you. It's a bad connection. I can't hear you. So then he's like, can you hear me now? I'm like, okay, yes, go ahead, whatever.
I would have hung up the phone.
You
You
see
could have
what
said
I'm
I can't hear
saying?
you.
And I'm like, why? So he's basically,
He's patient.
I'm
what I'm
too
learning.
patient, and that's why I just blocked him because I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter what I do. He's comfortable to just keep talking and sends me crazy paragraphs.
I'm gonna tell you what you should have
Paragraph.
done.
So today I said, I don't owe you
okay. Are you
anything.
crying?
I'm not crying.
Oh.
He was like, he was like, well, I just think that was rude of you to just block me. I said, I don't owe you anything.
You should have told him.
Once I blocked you, I said, why are you calling me
you
from
really
a
was.
different
Different
number?
number. Yes.
That's
If
weird.
you know I
you.
blocked you, why
your
are you
name?
going out of your way to
Yeah.
get me
What
on the
would you tell
phone?
him?
Do you know what he texted me after that? After I
Oh my
hung
God.
up on
Oh
him?
my God.
Wait, let me see.
So my question.
Oh, I thought that was the
I ain't even read. I'm just like, so
how'd
now I
you
gotta
give
block
him-
you from another number?
Do you know him already?
Then I just say he just asked me for my number.
So she
no,
don't know.
No,
him.
but I'm saying like.
Don't talk to Bob
how
about
did he-
like you
how
being
did
a
he-
pot.
How did he get to the point
Don't
of
talk to him
asking
like
you
that.
for your
You
number?
What you say?
How did he get to the
They was
point?
flirting in
They
the
was-
DMs.
No, he was
Oh.
just sending me information. It was no flirting. He was just sending me information because he's a filmmaker.
Okay.
So he'd be like, this event is going
Okay,
on, or
okay.
you know that type
So
of
he
thing.
used that as
so
his
he was
in.
like,
That was
"Can I
his
get
in.
your
Right.
number to. No, he didn't even try to get me out. He was like, "Can I get your number to connect?"
Okay.
It's that type of thing. Okay, here, like people address me on so many levels. He didn't make it seem like it was gonna be on some. Oh, let me get to know you, romance.
See, that's another thing. See, I think that I'm so upfront and straight up. I'm gonna let you know, hey baby, I think that you're beautiful. I want to call you sometime, take you out to eat, whatever, right? So when a man does things like that, it's off-putting because it's weird, and not only is it weird, it shows what type of man you're dealing with to begin with. He's on some sneaky, conniving, weird shit. You feel what I'm saying? So the best thing that you can do with this guy right here, in my opinion, is to let him know that you're friends with your local police department, and if he continue to stalk you, that you will go ahead and put
the phone call.
You know,
you might get a phone call.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, it might just be
and I really don't think he was trying to be vindictive. I really just think
he probably really like you. And
and the way he operates. And I believe that he hasn't been in the dating world for a long time. And he said he was used to his woman, being, because he's single now. I don't know. I guess they were really close. He talks to her, check in, all that type of thing. But what I'm saying to men is, or anybody who's like starting something or trying to get to know somebody, you have to kind of like ease up a little bit and don't treat them like y'all already in a relationship unless that is established and it's okay. Like if I'm constantly not calling you back, I don't answer, I keep telling you I'm busy, like and then when I'm direct, like, okay, don't call me anymore. You still like hit me up in this way. I don't know. It's just weird. I think it's just weird. And I think, but like you all said, you got to be comfortable with that. You have to be careful with those internet interactions.
Did you ever meet this guy? Like,
no,
in person?
I haven't.
Like that? Then that's your answer right there.
That's why I just blocked. I ain't got time. It's crazy.
Like,
just name him on the side.
Ain't nothing that deep, baby.
That's what I'm saying. No response. That's what I'm saying. Like it felt like a mental illness.
Just imagine once he hit.
Yeah.
Just imagine if he once
you know what I mean?
That's the part.
And that's what I think. Like that's why it's hard,
right?
But that's why it's hard to meet people online because you don't know what you're meeting.
What's up with the online? Why online, yo? I'm an old school cat. Like, he had asked me for my Facebook handle earlier. Just put on a silencer, please.
I think.
And I don't have.
Baba, they called him from the jail.
Yeah, probably.
They called him, Baba.
And I said I don't even have any social media right now. I had to close all my social media down some time back because I had a stalker.
You missing out. Them Bible hours be on social media.
But because,
I'm like, dang,
because I had a stalker.
Thought he shared for you.
I am the Baba.
So I had to close it, but
let me see you the money, please.
So how does that?
The money, so.
But why that way? Why that way?
What's the candle? I forgot what the candle called.
We don't even burn candles. That's another thing.
Oh, man.
We don't burn candles. You Shay doesn't burn candles.
Okay, then they be sacrificing with the peppermints and the alcohol and stuff. You got to put on a little also in your room.
Bobby trying to jug on the IG. Bobby be like, yo, let me see you the money candle with the money soap.
You talking about the candle with the dollars or something?
Hey, man, I'm telling you, Bobby,
man, I got so many Babas in my
I done told them 1,000 times, man.
Restricted.
Yeah.
I'm Gucci.
Yeah.
They can give me.
Babalawo, we don't do that. Like I said, we don't do that. You know what I mean?
I heard that.
I'm here 20. I'm
man,
here.
I like this brother, man. I ain't gonna lie. Out of all the Babalaos that I ever met, we don't fuck with this guy, bro. Cause he kept it Pete. Look, cause I be like, why y'all charge? You feel what I'm saying? And none of them can never tell me. And he just kept it 1,000. Listen, man, I charge because I gotta eat.
Yeah.
Simple.
And I charge because you got to pay for what you want to know.
That too. That's simple. You feel what I'm saying?
What Dawg said?
It's a service.
It's a service.
Dawg said ain't nothing in this motherfucker.
That's the same thing with church. That's what people don't realize.
Oh my God, you talking about a service
you,
and somebody answering.
All else fails.
When
I'm
you
be a
call,
Babalawo or a priest. So
no. Well, maybe they need a Babalawo.
Put this nigga in the pot.
At the emergency center.
He said, if all else fails, I'm going to be a preacher or a Baba. Put this nigga in the pot.
So,
sell some
real quick, something that I am doing right now. I don't know if I should talk about it.
You having the pot putting class?
Nah, but I'll say this much. I am working to make it more affordable and make it more accessible.
This nigga's like it's like a
people
car.
to get into, to people to at least have divination.
Make a down payment.
Like, what's the definition of reading?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are off put by sometimes the cost.
So what is the average?
Damn, how much is it?
You never know.
I mean,
it's
just,
individual.
This nigga said off put like
an average. Like what is a ridiculous price if I go to a Babylao?
What's the
For
least?
for the divination. The divination is just
a reading.
Right. So there's 3 parts to a divination.
Mama Sugar charged $50.
There's 3 parts to a divination.
Who?
Mama
There's
Sugar
the
on
question.
Watch Road.
Tina Boo?
Yeah, she be doing the reading. She be charging like $50.
No.
Oh.
I told you I'm the E5 hermit.
He the head.
I just stay in the temple.
He like the Jay-Z of Babas.
I just pray in the temple for people. The 3 parts are the information dump, which is you come with a question, we throw a pele or use a key, you get an answer, you get all this information.
How you
That's
get
the
the
first
answer?
part.
Question. How do you get the answer? If I come in the question, like
Yeah.
what's the process
Well,
of you getting the answer for me?
The process is so there's a mathematical equation of 256 options. And then about another 840 possible. No, that's
Russian
true.
roulette.
No, that's true. That's all true.
I need my money
But no, what it is we throw the opele.
You giving me a
We do the-
hypothesis?
Yeah, we do the.
This I need a
Yeah,
definite
it's a
answer.
Euclidean
It's about
algorithm.
256.
It's actually the we throw the opele when we throw the divining chain. You get a series of signs of either open or closed that show up, and I read that, and it is a mathematical equation. Oh, yes, it is binary code, zeros and ones. But yeah, so then I read that, and then based on what that says, based on what you said to it, then that's how we get to your.
Oh,
your
like
answer.
when they folks be going to see the psychics about,
No.
this person in the room, can you
Nope.
make the table shake?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, psychics are a different deal. Psychics are people that are channeling, if they're real, which psychics are real. Those are people that are channeling other people. That's different.
Oh.
Yeah. We're removed from the process.
So a psychic can actually like channel an energy and hear an energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can talk to people.
Man, we see that Malcolm X post up there, bro.
That's all right. We still gotta go.
We
to
rocking.
12.
Y'all started at
We got 20
9:30.
minutes, bro.
So when I was gonna get, y'all ain't even send me any
I
messages.
ain't even get here that early.
Oh, I ain't even get the memo that we was starting at 9:30. Oh,
Yeah, and
y'all
that
trying to
don't matter.
trying to make him have his own
man, we
show
about
on
to-
the slick.
Hey, wait a minute. We about to fire
Don't implicate me,
Because it really
please.
was their interview.
Don't
You
implicate
feel
me.
me, y'all? Man, y'all over here like the help.
It was.
The father first started the whole conversation.
No, we didn't.
I ain't even know you was gonna be here, Baba. I walked in, I was like,
Yeah,
dang, they done
I
replaced
didn't know.
Samantha.
I didn't know I was
Oh,
gonna
he
be
knew.
here.
He was ready. Okay.
knew I was coming.
He was camera ready.
I didn't even know that I was. I just got off
Oh,
the
you
airplane.
ain't know.
My plane landed this
Oh,
morning
that's
at
how
6.
you dress at the airport.
I'm trying to tell you,
Yeah,
that's how you get through
with the
TSA.
Louis bag and all of that, and then they see the Aleke.
They be like,
I
oh, we
love
gotta
it
let
when
that
I go
nigga
through.
through.
Boy, real Nigerian.
We gotta let that
Yo.
nigga through. He's
Yeah,
T,
you know,
I came in the room, I was like, T, this you.
and you know
The
why?
king
It's because we get such a
Azafuta.
bad rap in Africa. We get such a bad rap in Nigeria.
Why?
For being babalawo, because a lot of the time, again, remember
See, he keep
the
back-
language.
Babalawo, man,
Well,
look, bro,
because
a lot
the
of
language
times-
is tonal.
tonal language.
Because
Pay
we used to get a bad. We still do get a bad rap because
Because it's Babylons out here scamming people.
No, but I'm talking about in Africa because of colonialism.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like whatever you do as an African is backwards and bad. Whatever we
We
bring
know
to
y'all
you.
scammers.
So question.
Why, who the
So question.
Africans?
All the Nigerians.
Can you be a different
Scammers.
He found out
All the
religion, right?
Nigerians are scammers,
no,
and we
it's a
know
way of
it.
life.
So can you practice a religion and still practice Ifa?
You
So can you be Christian and be Ifa at the same time?
Yeah. Because what I'm
You
contacting,
can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, what
telling
I'm
you.
contacting when I'm divining for you is not. It's not like it's not like when you pray in Christianity or Islam to God. It's not that. You know, it's not that. So in that aspect, in that context, we can look at Ifa as just a scientific process. This is why I was saying that it's mathematical.
So yeah, I explain. That's why I try to explain to people
Yeah.
anytime. From voodoo to Ifa, everything. I just tell them that it's black science.
Exactly. And
Black
literally we
magic.
call it the quantum
Black magic.
chain.
Same thing.
You know? The divining chain, we call it the quantum chain because it actually allows us to go forward and backwards through time and space. That's how I'm able to tell you about your past, and I never knew you when you were 5. That's how I'm able to tell you about your future. That's how I'm able to tell you about your present, but I just met you today, right? Yeah, so our ancestors, because we're the first people on the planet, actually had and were given the opportunity to learn these things.
you
and
charge
to know.
like you charge people like to go back into their past, to, like tell them about their past or tell them about their future.
Yeah, about their future. Yeah, whatever it is that they want to ask about. Let's
So
say you
what
want
if
to
you
buy a
ain't
house.
right though?
Huh?
What if you ain't right?
Well,
what if
that
you tell
hasn't
somebody
ever
about their
happened.
past? No, I ain't talking about just you. Like, what if
Yeah.
like somebody asks you about their past and then like that never happened? Like,
So here's the deal. When you deal with Ifa, it's going to talk to you about a lot of different things. And there are some things that might not pertain to you. Let's say the two of you and Yakini, divine on the same day, and you come with the same Odu, the same sign. In that divination, it says you're going to be pregnant tomorrow. Well, obviously, for you as a man, that can't be relevant, right?
yeah, listen, I've been carrying.
Okay, you see, you know what I mean? So we would already understand that aspect of it, you know?
So that means y'all pregnant.
Well, I didn't.
Well, we having a baby shower. Playback baby shower,
say all
man.
that.
Okay, I don't want to
I
have this
didn't-
conversation anymore. So,
Anyway.
anyway.
You got scared, did you?
I heard his feelings,
I'm
baby.
like, this just felt disrespectful.
Man,
So,
first of all, out of the two of us,
be-
you the only one that can get pregnant.
That both of them pregnant.
but
Yo, well,
Because
I like the neither option.
He was just saying hypothetical, man.
I don't
Hypothetically,
care.
we said
I don't
hypothetical.
care.
I don't
Energy
care.
is energy.
Oh, she rebuking that.
Oh, you rebuking me?
She rebuking the baby.
Anyway,
I'm just
so
saying.
You rebuking Big's pictures?
so like 911,
I
I
don't
would
want no
send
kids.
you to voicemail.
Oh, you rebuking y'all pictures?
I
Did
don't want
y'all
no
hear
kids.
about the 911 call?
Nah, what 911 call?
911 did not 911.
What?
911.
He talking like Baba.
I can't talk.
911 guy.
Someone please call 911.
Talking like Baba.
Cause the bullets in my eye.
No, y'all, it's really a really sad story. Because these
let's talk
parents,
about it.
I guess they were worried about their child and they called 911 because it was an emergency.
Right.
And they just kept getting forwarded to voicemail
By the police.
Hold
by
on.
911.
You mean like
How that-
911?
What did the police try this shit?
Yes.
No,
Let's not try it, but it did happen.
Put that nigga in the pot, Baba. This episode is gonna be called "Put That Nigga in the Pot." Baba, you just seen like 5 reasons why this nigga should be in the pot. This nigga said he want to call 911.
Y'all look good.
He said if
Y'all
all
good.
else fails in life, he gonna be a Baba or a priest.
Yeah.
That's how they really
Get
feel
that.
about that shit though. Like,
Because they be wanting to get the tax exempt
that
status.
money-
Not even tax
Hold on,
exempt
wait a
status.
minute.
No, because that's
we
me.
didn't know
We
about
have-
that one.
So I can say, I'll tell you this too.
I didn't know.
If people came to Obakai Temple to get divination, I can give you
A tax write-off.
receipt. Yeah, I can give you a donation.
oh,
Liquor license.
I
Crypto
don't know
dollar,
about
you
that.
got 24 hours to respond.
You
Because
got a
Baba them
church? You got a
said,
church, right?
oh,
Yeah,
Hey,
we
man.
are a 501c3.
Yes, you can
Yeah.
get a liquor license.
Uh,
Talk business.
That's why
This nigga-
I've never heard that before, but about alcohol. But
you trying to get a liquor? Put that nigga in the pot. He gonna
Yeah.
fuck up y'all real.
yeah, there's a lot of people that think it's about money
People already got
because we work for
questions.
ourselves.
This
you know,
nigga
a lot
talking
of
about get a
times
liquor
we work
license
at-
off the
from
Baba
home.
name.
I mean,
You
this is
know.
the
Baba's
thing, though.
bottles.
This is the thing, though. Every Sunday, right? You go to church, and you give Pastor what's his name?
I give him nothing because I am an employee of the church.
Okay, cool.
So I receive a check every Sunday.
All right, cool. But
look at
your
that.
grandma,
Does not. She go to church on Zoom.
your mama,
Does not. She work on Sundays for the Atlanta Police
he got
Department.
he got the
Oh,
answers.
you have police in the family.
No,
There it
she's
is.
in the warrant department
Okay,
still the
so
police.
she can make stuff disappear by accident.
on purpose.
Emails get shredded
On purpose.
Dude,
I mean, I don't know. She pulled a favor for me one time.
nice.
I've been loving her ever since.
There you go.
Your
Jokingly.
mom?
My mom.
You ain't right. That's what I'm saying. These kids,
Listen.
they do not appreciate the
Now he want.
sacrifices.
Now we cranking the show back up after he just tried to. now he got another
Now he like,
conversation.
look, y'all make sure y'all talk about this.
Well, since y'all want to talk about the 911, since y'all want to talk about the 911,
Damien, okay.
Oh shit.
So
So
what happened
hold
with
on,
the
now,
911
so what
call?
happened? So the parents woke up, real furious, and what happened?
Yeah, go ahead.
we talking to you.
Look, I'm talking to you.
You brought it up.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
talking about
I
the 3 month, old?
Yeah, it was
Oh
just-
shit!
It was just
What
really
happened?
Let's get real. A
sad.
3-month-old died.
Yes. And the message, like, didn't it hit your phone?
No.
It was like an Amber Alert.
Brittany and Eric Burns said they were met with an automated message when they called
That shit gonna be
911 for their
fat.
daughter.
That's horrible.
That check gonna be fat.
And
You need to be their
automated
lawyer.
message
They
explained that
spiritual
the
lawyer right now.
E911
Yeah.
center was
You need to
experiencing
solicit
a high call volume.
Yeah, that'll be an
APD
easy
said
win.
multiple calls
Dang.
came in from the Burns family, but they kept hanging up, and E911 was trying to call back.
Ooh.
So they're playing phone
That's
tag.
cap. APD, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves
That's
for
Man.
putting out that bullshit cap ass statement.
Man,
Straight
listen.
Straight the fuck up.
That's
I done
terrible.
called 911 before, and that shit give me the busy signal. So I know
That's
y'all
a
cap.
check.
Wow.
You
And
hear me?
that's a check. You
All
need
right.
to
It
find
said
them,
the Atlanta
Baba.
Police Department
That's a
said,
check.
according to E91 Communication Center data, multiple calls came in from the Burns home. They said 2 were disconnected within a few seconds,
Dang.
and that a dispatcher attempted to phone the caller back. A third call came in
Where the mom.
where the mom said, when they finally answered and finally dispatched, the paramedics that took her from me walked so slowly.
Wow.
Brittany added. Damn, bro.
Wow.
This is just so sad. I'm trying not to tear up, guys.
That's terrible.
Yeah, but the
This is
question
alarming.
is, who do you call when you're in an emergency?
said 911.
Ghostbusters.
But wait,
What the
Yakini, were you there as the dispatcher? You putting the block? You blocking everybody? They said the call
Well,
ended.
clearly it's the culture. Don't nobody want to talk no more to answer their phone.
Dang.
I think these spam people are taking over the phone.
That's what it is. They be
911 don't
hogging up
even
the
want to
line.
answer.
That's
But
terrible.
the problem is though. Well, so when they found, go ahead.
So yeah, baby Kyrie Burns was ultimately pronounced dead due to sudden, unexpected infant death.
Yeah.
Officials say that Atlanta 911 call times are improving, but it don't seem like that. APD
Yeah, but don't nobody
911
want to
call
hear
center.
that.
How do you
And
get?
nobody want to hear that y'all are improving when a fucking 3-month-old.
How do you?
died on y'all
How does
fucking
how
hands,
does
bro.
911 not answer the phone?
Right.
Like,
Right.
Well, they said they
yeah,
got
like
a
you
lot.
was calling me a partner or something. I call my
Right.
partner, he has a phone. Like, I'm calling. If don't nobody else has a phone, 911 is supposed to answer the phone.
Maybe they need
Like,
to do a
But
hiring.
also, is it because nobody wants to work? But also, is it a sign that it's just a lot going on at one time that they can't even
And I think
service everyone?
Yeah, they're saying that there's a skyrocket in 911 calls, and there's too many non-emergency calls. So like if you can't, if you
311.
want to know if it's cold outside, don't call the fucking police.
Yeah, just 311 it. 311 it.
Yeah.
311?
Is that the non-emergency
Yeah,
number?
311.
Yeah, 311 is the number that you want to call. So non-emergency
What's 311 for?
situations.
Non-emergency.
Non-emergency situations. So if nobody's shot, bleeding.
So what else would I be
not
calling
breathing,
for if
heart
it's not
attacks,
emergency?
you could be calling to you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
You'll
You
be
mean
fucking
like
surprised.
call 611?
311.
311.
311.
Yeah.
So if you're on the road, if you're on the road, you call
611, I think
411
is
for you call 411 if you're on the road and you need
roadside
assistance and you don't have, AAA or anything like that, and you're inside of the 285 perimeter, call 411. If there's a non-emergency situation, let's say your unhealthy, your brain unhealthy brother is out of control in the essence of screaming and yelling, and you're trying to figure out what to do. Call 311.
That's a good example.
That boy took us around the world for that.
Yeah.
If your brain unhealthy,
Yeah, I tried to say it the politically correct way, my brother.
If your
I think
brother
it's
is
special
retarded,
needs.
If your special needs brother is, out of hand and, is just running around the house butt naked or something like that, you don't know what to do, call 311. Now, if somebody's shot, somebody's bleeding,
Heart attack, stroke.
Somebody just got ran over by a
Choking.
car, some shit like that. That's when you call 911. If it's not an emergency, a life-threatening emergency, or if it's not a criminal act, do not call 911.
Yeah, I spoke to a
if
dispatcher
you or
one
anyone
time,
you
and
know.
she said that you're right, that they get all type of crazy calls. She said somebody called 911 one time because the restaurant where they were messed up their order. What? Because they put lettuce on your burger? Like,
I'm allergic to lettuce.
well, I
That's
think
terrible.
us lacking social skills and not talking like we
We was
used
just
to.
talking about that.
Yeah,
People
right.
are-
That was the whole thing.
But they're becoming kind of dumb in certain areas, and I mean,
Well, whose fault is that?
I mean dumb like the definition
It's-
term.
Yeah,
like,
I know exactly what you mean.
you
I think
really
that it's-
don't get it.
It's
a combination.
It's a lot. It's the parents. It's the society.
Media.
It's
the
technology.
educational system.
It's a lot.
Some
It's a lot.
social
It's
engineering.
a lot, but it all
It's a whole
narrows down
combination
to
of a
people
lot.
not
Choice.
talking.
Yeah, but all of it comes to, like, all right, for instance, when you're a lot of people right now, they're sticking their kids at 3 days old right in front of the fucking TV.
Yeah, because they
giving
need
them
a
the phone. I
sitter.
The phone
Seeing them with the
6
phone
months,
in
7
the
months.
shopping cart, you know.
You feel what I'm saying? So
I feel judged right now.
Oh, word.
Yeah, the social.
I mean, really, you
benefit.
shouldn't feel judged. That's kind of the time that we're in right now.
Yeah.
You know, like
My
we
kids
didn't have this
navigating
stuff.
on their off hair.
Because I'm pretty sure
I feel
if we
bad
had
about
this stuff
it.
back in the day,
We would've
they
got
would have
it
gave
too.
it to
No,
us.
for sure.
But we didn't
Shut
have
up.
it.
You feel
Like,
me? This is
you know,
this
like,
is the
we had
new
to wing it.
pacifier. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's just be real. This is the new pacifier. When we was kids, we used to get we used to get pacifiers.
Used to just be
Yeah,
candy.
baby.
No, you used to get
Yeah, baby.
siblings.
You used to
Yeah,
get
Oh, that.
you used to get your butt whooped.
Yeah, that's it, baby.
You got
That's it.
No, I got my ass whooped. But for
That's
the
it.
sake of this, I said butt whoop. I got ass whipped. Whippings.
Okay.
Like slave whippings.
Mm.
Well, you'll never do that to your children.
Oh, you got me bent like elbows. Didn't ass whoopings save your life? Did you get your ass whooped?
No.
You look like you was a good
She
child.
looked like she.
You got
did
bad
get
when you
ass
got
whooped.
grown.
I can tell from when you get
You was a good
annoyed. I can
child.
tell you didn't get your ass whooped.
Yeah, because she started doing this. Okay. I'm like, oh,
So
yeah.
people that get their ass
I whoop
whooped,
your little ass.
don't do that.
Who do
You
you
gonna sit your little ass down somewhere?
Who you talking to, Yakini?
Yakini, I can tell that you didn't get
Yo.
your ass whooped. You feel me?
Yeah, you know.
I can tell a lot of people that didn't get their ass whooped. Like,
When
and that's
she get
another thing.
frustrated, she's
That's
like,
another thing.
I said,
That's another thing.
okay,
I don't whoop my kids.
about Alec Baldwin.
I don't whoop my kids.
Yeah.
But they mom whooped them. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So
So
they get
somebody-
ass
yeah.
whippings, but I just don't whoop my kids. I don't agree with whipping kids.
Yeah.
I
Oh
don't
man.
agree.
No,
My
I'm
sons-
scared to whip my little
sons
girl.
caught it, but
My,
my daughter.
my baby mommy whooping that
Yeah,
ass.
my
I
daughter's-
appreciate
I
it.
just feel like
I could
this is
talk.
My little girl be
I feel
putting
like
them eyes
this
on
is
a
slave
nigga
shit.
like,
You
but
know what?
dad, I'm like,
Hey, licks, brethren.
I take my
Yeah, I got
like,
licked
whoop her
enough
ass.
times, but
I
just
mean,
feel
but
like-
it has to be
I
sparingly.
just feel like that's some slave shit. I just feel
Licks.
like that's some slave shit.
Man,
Licks.
the Bible
Nah.
say spare the rod and spoil the child.
Yo, but look at
What
the
does
dog
that
you have right here.
mean?
That little dog is biting and
in the
nipping,
turn, my
He's
mama
my
say,
slave.
I'd rather whoop your ass now
So
so
I
the
would
police
definitely
don't whoop
thump
your
his
ass
ass.
later.
Yeah,
Well,
we are.
He's
Then
not
saying-
what,
security
what do we
slave.
say about
It
that?
makes
then, right?
sense, though.
You
You
know
don't
what?
get paid.
Okay.
You-
When you do something
well,
wrong, when you
and
get
he's-
it, if your
he
mama
gets
chastise
He
you for
gets
that shit,
paid
when you
in
get
love and
grown,
affection.
I'ma know
He
not
gets
to
to stay in the
steal.
bed. He
Even
gets
if
to
you
be
do it on
here
your
during
own,
this
like, damn,
podcast.
boy.
This is
He
true.
can
I got
probably
my ass whooped when I was
good
stealing when I was
wagyu
young.
steak
Well,
and shit like that. You
He's
know what I
well.
mean?
He's
I know
well.
not to do that.
Damien,
Man,
we're
don't
talking,
know-
Damien.
don't
Okay,
know-
Damien,
We
you're
got
fired. Go
5
out of the
minutes
door,
late.
Damien.
I love you.
Okay, we're
got
talking
5
here,
minutes.
Damien.
Yeah,
We
I'm
talking about the
hilarious.
same thing. Y'all said she don't believe in whoopings.
Yeah, you don't whoop your kids.
I've done this.
A spanking. That's a
Like
spanking.
a tap
That's
or
a
a
tap.
pinch or.
Yeah, I've definitely
Pinching.
done. And
Yeah, I know. Pinching is really
No,
bad.
that's 5
Pinching.
times.
Nah,
Dang.
pinching
What I called you?
is it.
Yeah,
Pinching
yeah.
is the one.
Really?
Pinching is the one.
Yeah.
Pinching gets you
Pinching
right
seems
real quick.
angry though. Pinching
Ooh,
seems.
yeah. It'll get you right real quick.
Ah, yo, you
It'll get you
shouldn't
right
hit your
real
children
quick.
when
Why?
you're angry.
But it'll get you right
I
real
ain't say I
quick.
hit him.
Why?
I said I pinched.
I'm
If somebody pinch you, bro,
What if you angry
As
at
an
your
adult.
child?
whatever
Now,
you're
there
doing,
are
you're gonna
different
stop. You
pinches.
understand what I'm saying?
Hold up. There are different pinches.
As an adult. You feel
Is
me?
that the spot?
My mom used to get me in
The-
church, but I fall asleep in
He
church.
said pinching and
I
get
remember
you
I
right.
pinched
That's
one of
what
my
they
exes.
do, bro.
Oh, he was so mad at me.
You pitched one of your exes?
Yeah,
Like, we got
I'm
into
pissed
it.
too. But
Good
you gonna get right, but I'm gonna be pissed off.
He was so mad.
You like, come here, nigga.
I wasn't even like trying to hurt him. I'm just like, you know what I mean?
Yes, they
Where
were.
you get
Yes,
up
you
on
were.
the army? That's where it hurt.
Probably, yeah.
Ooh,
He
right
was
there.
so mad.
Ooh, my mom used to get me in church like that. Fall asleep in church. Wait, God.
Oh my God.
Yo, Yaya said she pitched her lover, not her child, but somebody she was dating.
That's funny.
Her lover. I did
dissing
not say lover.
Okay, your boyfriend.
I said ex. So anyway, speaking of
Oh,
exes.
speaking of exes,
Oh, y'all bye.
we was both doing the same thing.
Speaking of exes, Mr. By any means necessary.
yeah. Speaking of exes, I recently became an ex.
Oh, we were not on the same thing.
I am so proud of that. But speaking of other exes,
He's so
we have-
proud but lonely with this dog. You
The
ain't
dog-
that
Him and the
proud.
dog lonely. I fuck.
What makes you think that I'm lonely?
The dog. You got that dog
everywhere with you,
and it sleeps with you.
It's not even
the dog.
It's not even one of the dogs you take everywhere.
A dog is man's best friend.
It's not even a dog you take everywhere. No, the dog is
it
going to
is.
potentially grow up to be this big.
Yes, I know.
Right, but you're walking around like this as fuck.
Because he's small right now. Goofy.
As fuck.
Damn. And he beat me hard.
Wait a minute.
And you didn't do anything about it.
He didn't pinch him?
Hold on.
He didn't pinch him?
No.
Did you pinch your dog when it bit Yaya?
No.
He ain't
No.
do nothing.
Oh, I'm going to go pinch your dog when we go
He
outside.
ain't do nothing to the dog. He was like,
First of all,
first time I was sitting over there, the dog
let me ask your big ass something.
No, shut up. We don't care about your dog.
And bit me.
Let me ask your big ass something.
That's
don't
why he's
care.
sitting here. This is to be my friend.
Let me ask your big ass.
Oh, we don't care about the dog,
Let me ask
bro.
your big ass something.
Whatever point you
When
about
you
to
was
make,
small but still big as fuck.
bro, we don't
Right
care.
here. You missed it.
Nobody
When you was small and
cares.
still big as fuck, then
You
your mama
don't,
pick
you don't
up?
even know Baba gonna put that dog in the
What the fuck is he talking
motherfucking pipe after this.
Yeah.
No, we don't believe in potting dogs.
I was gonna say I don't think he's a pot dog.
Well, you know
They
what? I
like
had to tell
dogs.
people
We gonna
to stop
sacrifice that dog.
posting online, feeding certain animals to certain Orisha, because it wasn't really, they didn't understand the context of it, so it was just like shock value stuff that they were putting online as content, and I was telling them, don't do that.
Oh yeah, because I was seeing a lot of sacrifices in there.
I did see a guy, no cap, on everything I love, Southwest Atlanta Cascade, my neighbor. That nigga roasted a dog. I see no dog head in that motherfucker.
Did they eat it?
I don't
More
know.
than like, huh?
I don't know.
It's
Look
people
at him.
eat dogs.
Are you want to say that?
Look at
You
him
wanna say
looking
that?
loose. He's finna say,
You want to say that? Yeah, if you want to say it, then we can talk about it.
All right, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Damien, let's talk about it.
You done said it now.
Oh, Damien, you eat dog?
Yeah.
I think we all
Yard
had some dog.
You yard god
That
dog.
Chinese
You.
restaurant that was right across
Damien's
from
vegan.
Kroger, if you ate that the King, what was it?
What?
Orange
Fried
chicken?
rice king?
Oh, you had fried
that
rice
was
King.
my spot.
You ate
What?
dog. If
Nah,
you
I wasn't
had
vegan back
Heinz
then. Fried
on,
rice.
Bankhead.
You say just fried rice.
Yeah, just fried rice.
See, that's
You
what you
don't
don't
think
know
a little
about
dog
being
meat got
vegan.
in
We
there?
get tofu with fried rice.
yeah, that was it.
Y'all
man.
niggas is eating the dog.
Tofu
I
with
would've
dog
liked that
looks
building.
the
Somebody got some
same.
dog grease.
Yeah.
They was not cooking tofu at that restaurant.
All right, okay. Saturday and Sunday, May 18th and 19th, 2024, from 12 to 8, there's going to be the greatest fest of all times to ever hit Atlanta, Georgia, Malcolm X Fest. Get your head out there. Featuring Suni Patterson, Roz Kofi the Farmer, Masiki Scales, and Yo Mama. Y'all make sure y'all pop out to the West End Park at
Word.
The West End Park.
The Malcolm X
Malcolm
Park.
X Park. It's going to be hosted by If They
He
Die,
said,
If They
please
Die.
pop out at the West End Park
he
at
famous.
the Malcolm X Park. Pop up to the get your hand out my pocket part.
Oh snap!
Oh,
Oh snap!
oh.
Oh snap! And more current and more current in the future. There's this show called Follow Me ATL. That's going to be Friday, April 26th. Make sure you pop out. It's going to be at Playback Sounds Studios.
He can
Yes.
sing it.
Yeah, he getting his new show.
What's the?
Because that's
He
not
don't
even up
even
there.
see it.
That's not up there.
Oh.
What's the address?
I told you he getting a new
46.
show.
680 Murphy Avenue, Unit 4088, Building 4. Make sure you be here. And if you're anywhere else, you're a square.
Because that's definitely not up there. He the only one that got that on his phone. Damien didn't send that to me.
Oh, and then also, what date is it? May 1st, Ibamar.
Ibamar. Look at him. Oh, yeah. He ready today. He ain't never been
Make
this
sure you
well
bring
put-
your
well put
fadrin, your
together.
brethren, your sistren, your
Now he got-
unctrin, your cousin.
Now he got us
Your
looking out.
patron. What
Nigga
else?
using my
What else
lingo
I
for
can
his
say?
show and everything.
Wow.
That's my lingo, bro. This nigga, oh boy, y'all got me. I kick all this shit over in this.
Hold on. Before we go there, I would like to mention, I don't know if y'all heard about the Atlanta Great Debaters. Y'all heard about those? The two black teens that made history with their third consecutive win at the Harvard competition.
Is that my little cousin
sure.
Marlon X?
Is it?
Let me see.
No.
Little black boy with
It's
dreads?
on Madison Webb. It's Madison Webb and Christian Flournoy.
Okay, I think Marlon was a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yeah, and
Congratulations.
Madison is the
You know
first
the
black
pro-
female student, and Christian Flournoy is the youngest black male student to win the competition. And it was
First
at
show.
the Harvard Diversity Project.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them for sure, for
Shout
sure.
out to them.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them.
What was that?
Woo! I was rooting. It's called a root. Roots in the West.
Speaking of roots in the West End.
Oh, perfect
and
segue.
Love Entertainment presents Ibamar. June
Ibamar.
1st.
There's two names.
Tour. Phil
That's the
Watkins,
first and the last name.
Fahrenheit Creation. Love. Time 9 p.m. 2 a.m. Limited early bird tickets $20 at djimpLove.com. Again, that's limited early bird tickets $20 at djimpLove.com. Believe and know at the door it will be a $40 charge, a 10 for them and a 10 for me. So that means $20 more, idiot. So make sure you get your early bird ticket, idiot. Playback Sound Studios, 680 Murphy Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia, 30310.
680 Murphy
4088 Building 4. Make sure you pop out. Bring your mama, your momdrin, your sistrin, your brethren, your fadrin, and your bigdrin.
I should have goddamn copyrighted that. This nigga
Feel away.
I'm talking about he using it fluently at this point.
He mastered it.
This nigga
well, he's
everyday
a
like,
linguist.
This nigga using his everyday language now. Like, dang, bro. I ain't even get it.
You lies.
And your girl, Jen.
Oh, word.
What's that?
Oh, yeah. And so for those,
manual?
yeah, it's a field manual. So I wrote this book. It's called the Obakaya Temple Field Manual, Finding Your Way with the Orisha. You can find it on Amazon. And so basically for those that want to know more about traditionalism, for those that want to understand that are into traditionalism already and want to understand how to throw kola nut, how to be able to read the different positions of the kola nut, to want to know how to feed your own or read your personal God, your own destiny, then yeah, you can get the Obakaya Temple Field Manual, Finding Your Way with the Orisha. And in here we also have an Iba, which is morning prayer. It's quite extensive, actually. It's pretty long, which is good. So, and that's the prayer that you do in the morning to give thanks to everybody under the sun and over the sun and all that good stuff. So, yeah. Again, you can find it on Amazon.
Whole lot of bees, shit getting spiritual.
So, the sun in Ephi is God.
No.
The
sun is
we
helium
just
gas.
learned that Damien and Lucifer is the sun.
Wow.
And God is the moon.
Nah, Oshupa is moon.
Oshupa.
This nigga
Yeah. Orun. Oshupa means moon.
He just be wanting to say it.
Yeah. Orun is sun.
All right.
Because he said
well,
David to them. He said, all right.
For hump day. So y'all enjoy. We've helped you get over the hump.
You want no humping on these
All
episodes.
right, I appreciate y'all for joining us. Y'all make sure y'all go cop this book.
Word.
Amazon.
Thank you all.
Amazon, you can catch it on Amazon, Amazon.
That was your thing.
And it's been
Closing
great.
Look at him.
Yeah.
My thing
okay.
is, Biggs is a hater, but we still love him. This nigga don't even know. He don't even supposed to have a chair. He's supposed to be outside. But he's still here. You feel me?
I thank you all as well.
Yaya, Biggs, my boy Bray.
Yeah, I thank you all.
It was good to see you.
Yeah.
Y'all tap back in. It's been Playback Sound News. It's good to see you. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, like, follow, hit the cash app, show us that you appreciate us, and we're going to keep bringing you this fire. Thank you.
Y'all did great.